Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
I'm not seeing any of them.
Again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Friday and another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer, and we have our usual squad tonight. So, let's go ahead and get these intros out the way so that we can get to some news and some discussions. Josh Fisher, why don't you tell them where you're at, please?
A little bit of all over the place. Every Friday night with you guys, of course. Happy to be here. Grateful to be here. Don't ever let that be confused. Also, you can catch me every Friday on the All Queued Up podcast with my friend Greg. We posted a new episode today. And occasionally catch me on Off the Runner when we can get enough of us together to build. Scheduling's hard.
Russ can put his toys back together, man.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do.
You know, something to do on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, Russ? What are you building? Fucking Zeta toys.
Yeah, he's gonna have his camera. It'll pan down. It'll be like this old Nike shoebox with a bunch of broken pieces in it and a bottle of super glue. He's like, I'm gonna make something work.
That's my future. It's gonna be labeled third party garbage.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Sorry. Go ahead,
that's
John.
wild to me.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, I can't help that you're a bin man. You know, that's what they call the garbage collector. A bin man. That's what they call the garbage collector in Britain.
Oh, you're a bin man.
Yeah.
Being a bin man is a noble purpose.
I thought you said bedwetting man at first.
that too.
Anyway. Oh, that was up until about 6 months ago.
None of you guys
after the horrors of me snoring in the same room with him on several occasions over the past year, Russ became a bedwetter.
I've been scarred.
None of you guys watch Mighty Boosh, do you?
No.
I've watched it a little bit.
The
Here and
episode,
I like
with the
Noah
crack
Fielding.
fox.
I haven't seen the whole series. I've just seen a few
I've seen that
episodes of the first season
before, like just on the internet.
Yeah, man. The noble bin man. Sorry.
Good. No, you're good. Other than that, you can catch me on Facebook under my regular name, and various social media profiles are linked on my profile if you ever want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, what have you. Boom.
Sweet. Rob, where are you?
Following Sam Fisher, apparently.
And
is happy to be here.
Sam Fisher.
Sam Fisher. Did I call him Sam Fisher?
No,
he said he's happy to be here.
That,
No, he's got to say thanks for having me.
To be here.
Oh, yeah.
See, I didn't know if it was a crack or if fucking Splinter Cell was going on or what.
Dude, can you imagine Josh playing Sam Fisher? I'll fuck him up with my leg. He's going to pull that fucking prosthetic off. There's going to be a 22 revolver or some shit in it. Silence mode, the whole fucking nine. He'll prop the foot part right up on his shoulder and tink.
Steel pipe's pretty goddamn solid on its own. So.
Right. It does. It's been known to work. It does the duty.
Yeah, it works. Believe me.
I just bludgeon a motherfucker.
Sorry to cut you all off, Robert.
Find me here on Fridays. Find me on Instagram as Rob's Hobbies, and of course the Realm of Collectors. Y'all know where to find us. Come on, you've been watching this shit for how long?
Well, this is what
37.
37.
37. Damn, dude.
37.
Wow.
Oh my God, we're getting close to a year.
Yeah, we've
Fucking show's almost as old as me.
Have we ever missed a week? I don't think we ever.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
missed.
We missed 1 week.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's
we missed
right.
TFCon
And Lowry's wedding.
and Lowry's wedding.
Goddamn, I can't believe it's been almost a year, and then they haven't pulled us off of YouTube yet. God damn,
Right?
we're doing really well.
Right,
Man,
you're not
We
trying
did
hard
have
enough.
Switch channels.
Speaking.
No, I was just playing.
Can't believe y'all didn't catch that Clerks reference, man.
Which one? I didn't hear it.
Don't make him say it again.
Yeah.
Well, we said episode 37. I was like, 37 in a row?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't really miss. I'm sorry. Oh God.
Russell.
Oh, what's up,
Speaking
guys?
of getting pulled off of YouTube, where
Yeah,
you
man.
What was it this
penis.
week?
And live shots of penises. You know, like it. You know?
Well, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Yeah, I tried, Josh, but it's so tempting.
Yeah.
Oh,
He sees the hot guy in the mini skirt. He just can't resist.
You know it, baby. I'm such a lot lizard.
in the
Oh, that's who was knocking on my door today.
Like, let me in. He's like, you furry bitch.
Knocking
Get away
on your
from me.
window.
Why the fuck are you wearing a pink teddy bear costume? What the hell kind of nut job are you?
I was like, go away. I've had enough.
That's some Five Nights at Freddy's shit, man.
God damn, dude. Those toys are everywhere.
Yeah, Rob's like, go away. I've had enough. Russ? And Russ looks over. He's like, Rob?
Jesus, Sam, it's like you were there. Oh my God. There we go.
I'll be
Dude, I carry Sam with my,
Who was
I carry Sam in my backpack all the time. He's like my fucking little bobblehead on the dash when I'm bored.
After the show, I'll be talking. I'll be like, hey, man, you guys notice anything weird between Russ and Rob? And it seemed like there's something going on between them. Were they mad at each other?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
He was behind
I
the
mean-
camera on the casting couch.
I mean, fucking Russ was.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that voice.
Russ kept headbutting him in the crotch. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
It did look. It looked aggressive, but gentle at the same time.
Yeah, Rob was acting like it hurt.
It's what Russ the meaning of eastbound and down.
God.
Oh.
Rob, you're
We're taking the long way home.
Hey, to quote Deluxe.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, dude, they got it on.
Russ, we love you. Would you like to finish your intros now?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're still doing intros.
Yeah, it's only on Russ.
Twitter,
We're only
Instagram.
going on 10 minutes, man.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, YouTube when they let me. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a really good video. I think hopefully they let me back on again. I'm gonna do a good video on where I'm just gonna torch fucking Zeta. Get ready, it's gonna be good.
Poor Zeta, man.
for my own
love
fun.
from Russ.
Yeah, and of course here on Friday night, every Friday night with these great gentlemen right here, and every now and then I like to post stuff up in the realm, but on the realm Facebook page, but it's been tough lately because I feel like every time I go to post something up, someone's already beat me to the punch. I'm like,
yeah, but you've been
fucking
angry
goose.
lately, so
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a good time to do a rant. I'm feeling
Wait. Did you just refer to us as great gentlemen?
yeah, you guys are wonderful.
Who in the fuck are you trying to fool?
Eh,
Okay,
it's like
Dude,
trying
Russ-
to slap a fucking dress on a pig, right? I got you.
I like messing with you, Russ, when you post your rant stuff, man. It's so funny.
Whenever I see you post someone comment on, I'm just like, oh, there's smart ass Sam chiming in.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's because everyone usually takes it serious, right? And they're like in a discussion. I'm like, I gotta mess with Russ. Russ, I'm like, like when your like little brother comes in your room and you're just like, leave me alone, man. Don't come in here with that bullshit.
Like,
I'm your little brother.
You're the little brother that walks in when the other brother's, having his jerk time.
Yeah, I stand in the doorway and he's like, get out of my room. And I'm like, I'm not in your room.
Oh, God, Sam. It's like
It sounds like you've done that before, actually.
Dude, well,
he
hey,
does sound like
shout out to Tim K. He said somebody was like hating on his YouTube videos, and I like jokingly commented on it. I was like, oh, or it was Russ.
I know.
He replied. He was like, I don't care who the fuck it is. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't really Russ.
I read that. I was like, dude, I better defend myself right now because I don't want an angry German guy. Okay, it's not.
Yeah. Well, I commented. I was like, it wasn't really Russ. Just
yeah,
so
I was like, dude, I would never do anything like that.
And then I'm going off. Whoever is doing that, man, come on.
I almost said take it easy, Adolf.
How Jesus Christ! Now we're really gonna get it.
Oh, Tim, I love you, Tim. I apologize.
What I want to know is,
and believe
what I want to know is, how the fuck does anybody get mad and not like him? He's like this giant German fucking human being of awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
It's just somebody being a hater. Some hater who probably just hates.
They must have multiple accounts because he gets a fuck ton of the dislikes on his. I don't know.
Dude. Rob's airing them out.
It's like Dust has said.
It's not.
If you don't get a few thumbs down, you're not doing it right. And we always get a few dislikes every week, and that's fine.
Oh shit, that was me. I'm sorry.
We're still getting views.
Definitely because of me.
It was you. That YouTube algorithm still gives us a hit. So,
and I think it's there's people out there that are just like haters to like anything Realm and anything like Realm affiliated. So he might catch some of that, or maybe some of that.
Frogman's in the chat. What's up, Frogman?
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Walt and Eric?
Walter.
in there. Love you guys. Thanks for coming.
Samuel.
Dude, Frog, you better be coming to TF.
He said send your hate mail to Russ, dude, all the time.
Yeah. I know.
Sam, do your intro.
Hello,
yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Sam, meet in the Facebook groups here every Friday night. What's up, fellas?
And Frodo over in the Hobbit house.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was the real hero of the story. He was Sam.
Yeah, I'm actually Sam. The real
Hey,
Sam.
Sam, let me see your feet. Are they oversized and hairy as your fucking chin?
No. I'm not going to put my feet on camera. I got shoes and socks on, man.
He probably still in like a toddler 8.
Dude, you know what's funny? When I get home, like I keep my shoes on until like I'm about to go to sleep because when I take my shoes off, I start getting really tired.
That's fucking weird.
Okay, that's fucking weird, man.
Like
I'll get comfortable when you take them off. So
dude, that's what it is. Like I'll be sitting on the couch, like feeling lazy. I'm like, I need to go put some shoes on. Then I'll do it, and I'll start like mopping or like cleaning something up. I don't know what it is.
Shit, why don't you come over here and put a pair of shoes on in my house, and you can fucking mop here,
dude. I live by you. Wait, what does that mean?
It's legit, dude. I do the same shit with my work boots. I kick them fuckers off, and it's like, oh, nap time.
Game over, man. And dude, with these damn kids chasing them all around, it's like I don't even like humor myself with the thought of like I'm gonna go sit on the couch for 10 minutes, dude. That shit's impossible, man. I don't.
I bet
until they're asleep.
No, they're small enough to where you can duct tape them to a wall for a half an hour.
I think my youngest.
They'll think it's a fun little game.
Yeah. Maybe.
Did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle?
Oh yeah, dude, that was me and my brother.
Remember how they would hang Dewey up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just doing like that. Yeah, sorry, Nick. Where you at?
Nick, where you at?
Yeah, what's up, Nicky? How you doing, Bubba?
Oh, what's up, babies? How you doing?
Hi.
As usual, I'm Nick Brammer, Masterpiece Shitpiece. You can catch me on Facebook at Nick Brammer, Twitter Brammer_Nick, and Instagram at Masterpiece_Shitpiece. Classy.
You're like pro tonight, buddy.
You've been practicing, man.
Nah, dude.
Nice. He's full of energy tonight too. That was a real energetic intro for come right in. I was like,
I don't know what the
fucking house down tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have like no fucking energy tonight. I'm still.
Oh, dude, you
came
really hard, man.
Hey, speaking of practice,
More bang.
Speaking of practice, Rob, how long did it take Russ giving you them headbutts to the crotch? Did it take to be effective?
He was the pro right from the get-go, man. 3 or 4 were good.
Hell yeah, dude. A man knows what a man wants, man.
Hey, I appreciate the compliment, man. I try.
No teeth, no nothing, man. That's fucking great.
Rob just heard that and knocking on his window. He looked, Russ?
You should have seen when I had to explain to Anna where the dents in my head came from. It was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's why him and his
kid
were fighting. Man. Yeah.
What did Rob not unbuckle his belt and it was just hitting you in the forehead?
You know it. I got poked several times.
Anyway. No, man, I had that tear knocker in my hand. God.
Oh my God.
As long as you didn't rip his lips on the zipper, he's good.
Dude, hey, because it was Russ, he was beaten over the head with an Xbox controller. It made Russ even more mad.
Pretty goddamn sure we've already been flagged for not safe for advertising. Demonetized like a motherfucker.
We have done our job already.
And we're not even out of the intros.
Well, we are.
We actually are. We just segued out of them. Also, what's up, Walt?
Yeah.
Mr. Walt in the house.
All right.
Hello.
So, first little piece of news. DC Comics is relaunching Batman and Superman. It's going to be written by Joshua Williamson, and the art is going to be from David Marquez. He did Civil War 2 and Avengers.
Now, just to clarify, this isn't like Detective Comics, Action Comics, The Adventures of Superman, and whatever. This is the actual Batman and Superman team-up book, right?
Yeah, and this had a run. What was that? Probably like 10 years ago now.
What, the Secret Six?
Back in the early 2000s, they did a Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
Didn't they start calling it World's Finest like they used to back in the 70s?
They did a World's Finest like macro series, and then they had a Batman Superman book like you guys are talking about that, like all those animated movies were based off of, like Public Enemies and shit like that.
Those were good books, man. They had some good stories.
Yeah.
Well, shit, didn't they have one with the New 52, the one that Jay Lee did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Walter said it started 2003.
Yeah, 2003 sounds about right.
Yeah, with Jeff Loeb. Yeah, he's right there.
I thought it was before then. I guess I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about something else, dude. I don't know. I thought that was earlier than 2003.
Nah, man. Like, they used to have like team up books all the time in DC. Like,
well, yeah, they did. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe I'm thinking about another team up, like an issue or something. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What?
Headline I just saw that I don't know if I want to read this out, but I kind of want to.
Hurry up.
Is it going to spoil something?
Fuck the YouTube algorithm. Go for it.
The Jim Cummings, the voice actor of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
He is currently in a bitter battle with his ex-wife, and now she's claiming that he used to rape her, and all kinds of other shit. And I can only imagine him do it in a Winnie the Pooh voice.
Oh my God!
Josh, we're Josh.
Did he call her Piglet?
Time to get some.
I don't know,
no,
but man, this
is
some serious shit again. And it's supposed to be Winnie the Pooh, man.
Did you say they're going through a divorce though?
Yeah.
No, they are already divorced.
That's even worse.
She's claiming years of abuse, including sexual assault, drug addiction, and animal abuse.
And
they divorced in 2011.
That sounds, or she could be a bitter woman who's angry about this. She didn't get very much in the divorce, so she's like running him over. I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to say either way, but it's tough, man.
I don't know, man. It sounds like the voice of Pooh was hitting a bear in the poo poo.
Oh God! Oh,
without consent, so you know.
Well, animals can't consent, no matter what West Virginia says.
Hey, I was about to say, you beat me to it, you fucker. I was about to say, except for West Virginia.
But the one thing,
sorry, I didn't mean to derail. You know what we were talking about. I just saw that. And I'm like, holy shit! I mean, because this guy's been a voice actor of one of the most beloved animated characters for a while. I mean, and he works for Disney, and this shit coming out. I don't see him being employed tomorrow.
real quick, by the way, we love you, West Virginia. We're just joking. Calm down. Relax.
Let's say they're okay.
Right.
Yeah, they're okay. We think you're okay.
But just getting back to this Batman
Oklahoma is okay.
Getting back
That's their actual slogan. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes, get back to Batman and Superman.
The plot line is that there's a new Secret Six, and they're like sleeper agents. So nobody knows who's a member. So Batman and Superman have to try and find who they are before they get triggered.
Man, and Secret Six always had some interesting stuff, man.
Dude, Gail Simone's run on that book was amazing. And the first one, I didn't cotton too much to the new 52 one. But, yeah, the original, and especially like the ending arc when they had Bane join.
Yeah.
And they had a new Silver Banshee named Jeanette. She was real cool. So that's DC reigniting another new title from an old one. Anybody have any feelings on this, or am I just...
I might get the trade paperback if it comes out at a decent time.
Yeah.
Because
go. I'm sorry, Sam.
I read the last one. I forget. Nick, do you remember who wrote that?
Which last?
The one where Jay Lee did the art on it.
I don't know.
That was in like 2000.
Didn't Jeff Loeb write it?
That was the real old one.
Wait, let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, because
that one I read, and that one was pretty good.
Yeah, and like they had fucking Wonder Woman in it a bunch too.
Catwoman too.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense. Wasn't Wonder Woman banging both of them? And one way or another?
No.
Yeah, she was banging. I think Superman.
She was banging Superman, but not Batman.
I thought she had something going on with Batman too.
She had something going on.
Greg Pak. It was Jay Lee and Greg Pak.
Oh, Greg Pak. Yeah.
That one was pretty decent.
Was she like messing with him a little bit and then never panned out? One was probably like, they handle me, Batman.
See, like with the Wonder Woman Batman stuff, like they only ever hinted at it, but they were really explicit with saying, "Yeah, she's banging Superman."
Well, yeah, I mean, I would imagine so. I mean, Superman's probably the only guy that can handle her, man. She's a wildcat, dude.
Steve Trevor was a normal dude. She was gentle enough with him.
Yeah, dude, I think maybe.
But Steve Trevor really never did it for her,
So you're saying Wonder Woman was a wet fish for him?
Boo.
I think she was like one of them fakies. She was like, oh, yes.
You know the sound of that well, don't you, Russ?
Hey, listen, I don't care. As long as I feel good.
Hey. Better get yours.
And if I don't feel like I'll pull her hair. It don't bother me none.
Dude, hey, one day, Nick, you're gonna have to turn around and show them your back tattoo that says, "Better get yours."
See, that's pretty funny because I've been talking about getting a back piece lately.
Oh, nice. Hey, I just ordered it up for you, man.
Yeah, why not? I'll fucking change up what I was getting. I'm gonna get mine. You better get yours.
That's glorious.
All right. So, the Masters of the Universe movie has been in development hell for years.
It started just got delayed again, right?
No. They are shooting now for a 2020 release date.
Do they have the casting down already?
That was what we were gonna.
One person.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like they haven't been. All right. The guy's name is Noah Centineo.
Yeah, I looked at the thing, like his credit, and I've never heard of this. Yeah. I think that it's like whatever he was in. It's the title. I'm gonna read this title to all the boys I've loved before.
He's like a freaking Disney B flick.
Sounds like a Catholic priest's memoir.
I literally don't know any. Yeah. Oh, he was.
Hey, he's not wrong, man.
He was on Disney's Austin and Alley from 2011 to.
Oh yeah, you got like a middle school age kid. You would know that shit.
I'm looking at fucking Google.
The only one I know is Jessie because my kid was into that and she was kind of cute redhead until she got busted for driving drunk.
No, damn, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she vanished.
She got
okay.
she got busted for driving drunk, and she like I don't know what the little black girl's name on the show was, but her and the Indian kid accused her of the chick that played Jessie of bullying them all the time. That's why they went on to another show, and Disney never rehired Jessie.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna Google this chick real quick.
Yeah. Debbie Ryan, that's the chick.
Madison.
Yeah, Debbie Ryan.
Madison loved that show when she was younger. She watched it all the damn time.
Cal watched all that Disney shit.
I just Googled Jessie nude, and I'm playing.
there are some that like are all photoshopped.
There was a Jessie nude that I very much appreciated.
You can tell that I looked.
Wait, how do you know?
Nick's like, I checked it out and logged it.
I read it on Tumblr.
So, anyways, I got Noah's Centeno. How about that?
Confirmed. And he's gonna pay.
They don't know. They haven't said if he's going to be Prince Adam. He's going to be Prince Adam.
Okay.
But they haven't said that if he's going to be Prince Adam and He-Man.
That would be so funny, Nick, if they cast him as Prince Adam and then they cast a whole other motherfucker as He-Man. That's gonna be funny.
They're gonna have to.
This dude is a fucking beanpole, dude.
It'll be like, remember what they did for the Incredible Hulk? Remember Bill Bixby played David Banner, and then Lou Ferrigno played the Hulk.
Just like they did in this new Shazam movie.
Fucking money in CGI to make this dude He-Man.
Yeah, dude, look what they did to Captain America, like to make them all small. They could just do like the reverse with him.
Yeah, but that was for like 10 fucking minutes. This is gonna be for almost an entire movie.
Yeah, but I never looked at that like the mini Steve Rogers and was like, that looks bogus. I never thought that. Like, I think what they can make it work. Or if they had a different actor, like I just look at that like I look at Shazam.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I was saying.
It's just like I wasn't like, oh, they picked this little kid. Like I look at them as like two different characters almost, you know? I mean, like Prince Adam and He-Man.
It looks like they're going to probably go for all unknowns.
This dude looks like
I don't have any money to do anything otherwise.
Smack around and say, don't do drugs.
No.
Yeah, but he's Prince Adam, dude. Like, they just cast Prince Adam. I think.
It's going to be a full CG He-Man like fucking Mark Ruffalo in the Hulk.
I need to get somebody like CGI.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to be Tila. It's gender bent casting, and he's playing Tila.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right. He's kind of a. I mean.
He's a slender dude.
He's a slender guy. Yeah, he ain't like bulked up or nothing.
Yeah, so like if he bulks up, like unless he's just fucking chest day every day. You know,
that motherfucker's gonna have to eat 10,000 calories a day at McDonald's to get anywhere near bulked enough.
No, then he'll just look like me. He doesn't want to do that.
So like,
they'll just CGI him, and everybody else in the background. He'll just be a focus shot.
I don't know. I mean, do you guys? I don't know. That worries me.
Think of Russ?
If the CGI sucks.
Yeah,
God, I'm worried.
Man, that's a mistake I catch myself making. I'm like, oh, dude, like they have the technology to make this scenario work or whatever. Yeah. But then it's like only a few studios can do it and make it good.
Fuck that shit. Isn't Dolph Lundgren like off work right now? I mean, come on, just call him. Call the guy.
He's all skinny.
Yeah, dude. He looks like a cancer patient now.
Dude, he does. He's got like flabby arms and stuff now, dude.
Well, he's he's almost 60, I think.
Yeah, he's getting old.
He might be close to 70. Shit.
He was in the Creed 2 movie.
Yep. And he was in Aquaman too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, you guys ain't kidding, man. This guy did not age well.
See, yeah, he looks like garbage, dude. It's terrible.
He could have.
He's 61. He's 61.
Who ages well?
I'm not aging well, man. I'm not even 30. Look at me.
Yeah, shut up.
So, like, do you guys have any dream casting for a Masters of the Universe movie?
Anybody but this guy?
No. Well, see, okay. Do you need a flabby? Like, okay, can't you get like get a big dude to play He-Man and Prince Adam, because remember Prince Adam wasn't like a skinny guy.
Yeah,
Prince
but
Adam
was, like in the cartoon, like everyone was over exaggerated.
He was fucking He-Man with glasses.
Yeah, it was great.
Watch like the 2000X
Yeah.
or whatever that was. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
That was a little on the wiry side compared to He-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that one. The newer, y'all talk like the new adventure, the new one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that was a great fucking cartoon.
Dude, that's the only I've never watched the old one.
It was good. They did a lot of cool backstory on it, like with Skeletor and who he was.
That's cool, man. The old one to me was just too goofy, and that's like I didn't watch it at the right. I never watched the original one until I had watched the 2000X one. At that point, I was like already like.
Well, if you watch the '80s one compared to that new one, you're gonna like this. You're gonna go, this is garbage.
That's why, like with dream casting, it's like I don't care enough about He-Man to like even think of someone. You know what I mean?
Walt says Triple H is He-Man.
Well, see, Triple H.
WrestleMania entrance a few years back.
Triple H is getting old though, man. He's like his body isn't like what he used to be, man. He's starting to flab out a little bit too. I don't know. He's still built a little bit. He's still pretty good build, but
can I screen share something?
Nah, man, I want to see the fucking mountain as He-Man.
Nah,
that's a big motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
He's a
do
really
that
big
shit.
Dude.
All right, this is what I'm like picturing in my head. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I see it.
Like Prince Adam's like a little skinny dude, and He-Man's like a big dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of get that. I understand what you're saying. Because you want to see the you want to see like the powers that altered him.
Yeah, like what's it doing? Isn't like the He-Man like a secret identity thing, or is that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be like that, you know. Yeah.
As I hold aloft my magic sword,
I have the perfect casting for
Dude, He-Man's goofy, man.
Keelan Lutz.
That's who they had been talking about for years, and they lost him.
Should be.
Yeah, Kellen Lutz.
Let me look at that real quick.
He-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Rob, put that shit back up.
Dude, that'd work.
Well, that's not big muscles and stuff. Not too bad. I mean, I would. Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know. You want him probably a little more.
Another dude that would have worked was shit. What the fuck is his name? I can't remember now. Fuck me. But I was gonna say I want to see Ron Perlman as Beastman.
Oh hell yeah!
You already did that in that CBS TV series back in the 80s.
Beauty and the Beast. It was Beauty and the Beast, man.
Yeah, at least you know it fucking worked.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure, man, because it's hard to find an actor that's halfway decent of an actor and has the big body.
And big.
You know,
it's like Henry Cavill's like a 1 in a million type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but but I even think he's a little too slender to play He-Man though, man. He-Man needs to be over exaggerated, dude. He's a muscular motherfucker, man. Yeah, he should be.
This Kellen Lutz, dude, I'm looking at a bunch of topless photos of him.
Nice.
Yeah, he's fucking but he's not.
Nice. Wow. All right.
So Sam was present for you two earlier.
Hey guys, my computer's gonna die. I gotta go.
Sam's like, I'm out.
I gotta go.
Like, you guys know I can't share or anything, but another dude I was thinking about that'd be a good He-Man would be Ed Skrein.
Who?
The dude that played the villain in the first fucking Deadpool movie.
Deadpool.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Got it.
That dude.
Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax. Yeah, dish soap guy.
Yep.
He's not too. Yeah, he wasn't too bad. He's pretty thick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know what's funny is like you said though, Sam. They can do stuff to make him look like a little more exaggerated, maybe, you know. But I don't worry about.
But then it's like he was in Game of Thrones too. That Ed Skrein guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a weird thought. What about Channing Tatum?
Fuck you.
Well, okay, maybe. I mean,
you want to see He-Man give fucking Tila a lap dance?
Yeah, but he did a lot of other shit besides Magic Mike.
He did 21 Jump Street.
Exactly.
21 Jump Street
Joe.
G.I. Joe.
And he was terrible in G.I. Joe.
Oh, G.I. Joe was the writing. His acting was pretty fucking good.
No,
Walt says
wasn't either.
Walt says Henry Cavill is Man at Arms.
Doesn't Man at Arms?
I don't know if you can have a. I don't know if you can have a buffer Man at Arms than you can a He-Man.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Michael Ironside is Man at Arms.
My God.
Man at Arms needs to be an older guy, dude. You know?
Older dude with a mustache. Just like an old white cop.
Yeah.
No, trust Michael
Watch out
Ironside.
for him.
Sam, Google that guy.
I know who you're talking
And
about.
then
He
we
was
got-
in like
and then we need to
Terminator
get-
Salvation and stuff.
Then we need to get fucking Johnny Rotten as Skeletor.
That would be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's going to kill me with this movie, though, is casting is going to make or break it all around, okay? Which it does pretty much every movie. But this movie especially is going to do it, and I'm worried.
Man, it's like no matter what, it's like I don't have the highest expectations for it.
I have very low expectations.
Yeah, this movie's been like trudging through since like Supernatural
Season 1.
season.
Yeah.
Like
What's like
because Mick G's was behind this project for years,
Yeah.
and then
Oh God,
he just
doomed.
finally dropped out like last year.
what movies that have gone through development problems like this that have turned out good? The only one I can think of is Mad Max Fury Road. That movie got delayed for like over a year, and that turned out great.
Yeah, but in this movie's been delayed for what 10 years?
No,
I mean,
dude. Like this movie's been in development hell for like 15 years.
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember hearing about this when I was like in high school. Like there's a live action He-Man movie.
I don't know.
Yeah,
At this point,
it
I
usually
almost
doesn't
wonder-
turn out well.
I almost wonder if they shouldn't just try to scrap it and try to if they're going to do it down the road, get a whole while and like a whole new fresh people involved in it or something.
That's what they did.
Is that what they did? They literally got so everybody pretty much.
Everybody on the project is new. It's from a David Goyer script, and they're rewriting it.
Man, David Goyer, like I loved some of the stuff he did, but I think like his writing just got more and more like almost, I don't want to say convoluted, but just like I thought like what he did with The Dark Knight was just spot on.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Man
And
of Steel
he did some of the Blade movies too, didn't he?
Yeah. In
Here's your Skeletor.
shit, what else did he did a lot.
Who the fuck is that?
Billy Burke.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like why not? I mean, as long as he can act like Skeletor and be goofy and shit a little bit, and be kind of
And we got
I don't think Skeletor should be goofy.
No, he's got to be
Skeletor
menacing.
is. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can be serious, but Skeletor, you still got to call Beastman like Furface and dumb shit like that, or P-Brain or things like that,
We gotta start a fucking protest to get Dust to do the voice for Merman.
That would be great, dude. I want see with the villains, I think they have a lot more freedom because you can just get guys that
They have like non-human faces.
Yeah, non-human faces, and they have more. You're gonna have to CGI or make up that stuff anyway. That's for that.
And if it's CGI again, dude, it's like it depends. Like it's easy to be like, oh yeah, they can do that.
I know. I
think about like how Steppenwolf looked.
I think a lot of practical effects about the years, I'm sure, but
fucking Steppenwolf and Doomsday.
But
yeah, I still maintain to this day the Abomination and the Incredible Hulk look better than Doomsday did.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. I think they did a much better job on that. You're right.
Yeah, those like the end fight scenes in Man of Steel and then Batman Superman, it's like you can't even tell what's going on.
Yeah, so nice.
It's like destroy the whole planet fighting this bad guy. That shit drives me crazy, man.
Yeah, I would be curious as to what characters they're even going to have in this movie anyway. So.
Dude, I just thought of some spot on casting.
Oh God, here we go.
Emma Stone as Tila.
Yeah.
Why
Dude,
not?
that'd be cool, man. I feel like she's got like Tila's got to have like an athletic build on. I feel like Emma Stone doesn't. Like she's got like the kind of like hunched forward shoulders and anything. I'm like,
a little bit, but she also needs to be a little young, and have to be able to pull off naive. Because Tila was young, and Tila thought she was tough, but she was a naive little shit. Didn't know she was above her. She didn't know she was over her head sometimes.
And since she's turned out to be such a bitch,
so she's Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, basically.
Kinda.
And since she's turned out to be such a bitch on the fucking Jurassic Park movies, make fucking Bryce Dallas Howard as fucking Evil Lynn.
Nick, you're gonna.
I mean, I'll watch it.
You're gonna trip out Nick. I think she is so fucking sexy.
Dude, me too, man.
I do too, but
it's that I like that bitchiness. Like I never paid attention to her until Jurassic World. And I was like, God damn, she's
bad, man.
Yeah, good looking.
I think I got to think for redheads, man. I think I just realized that.
do. Well, my wife tricked me. She was fucking died when we met.
Nick's like, damn.
Nick had a toupee on too, so they're even.
Believe it or not, when I met her, I had a full head of hair.
Dude, same thing with me and Jackie, man. She stressed me out, and it all fell out.
That's what I always tell her, and she's like, "You were going bald when I met you."
I told you, I'm like, it's you and these kids.
Yeah.
I only weighed 225 and had 2 legs when I met Misty. So
yeah, dude, look, you met Misty.
I joke around and she's been trying to kill me slowly for years.
Yeah, yeah, dude, she tried the slow method, man. Then after a while, she said, "Fuck it." She
Take her leg.
Yeah.
Oh man, and since my arm's been fucked up, I've been sedentary, so I've gained like 15 fucking pounds. I'm in fucking deep shit.
That's weird. It's like my weight stays the same, but it's just like I can just feel it in my body whenever I'm just like being a huge bum and like fucking drinking too much beer. That's what it is for me.
They're like, I'm being too bum and drinking too much beer. It's like I can never
beer all the
imagine
damn time. Yeah.
You seem like you're so go-go, Sam. Like you're always.
So, I mean, I don't sit still. I don't sit still during the day.
I know. You just aren't you're not a still guy.
I can't sit still in this fucking chair.
Dude, my wife, she told me that. She's like, that's like the only time you will sit down is when you do that show. She's like, when you do that show.
Official confirmed. Sam is leaving the cat suit. Jackie's gonna crack that whip.
Yeah.
Oh lordy.
Fuck them. I want my Friday nights back.
I'm just like this all day. Can't sit still, man.
Well, here's where it's going to get dicey for me. Anna's gotten used to having me free on Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
When James, I say when because I'm never going to say if. I'm going to say when, right?
Yeah.
And James decides to bring that shit back. They'll bring.
Yeah, dude, you're going to have to do one or the other, man.
I'm wondering if she's going to be like, no, fuck that. I'm not giving up Saturdays. Dude,
here's what you do. Be like Anna. They want you to be on either Plastic Fanatics or MPSP Theater, man. And you guys can just split them.
Jamie ain't going to be trying to get with her all fucking show long, though. So I'm pretty sure Russ will say, you're going on Plastic Fanatics.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't try to get with her during the show. I do that shit off time.
Yeah,
you know what?
Nick will be ending the show 30 minutes in.
Guys, we may be okay though because our show is 2 to 3 hours. Their show is an entire weekend. So she either loses on Friday night or Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I will lie to you. After a convention, yeah.
I was fucking a couple weeks ago. We were talking about me flirting with Anna, so I started IMing her during the show to see if Russ would notice. It was totally innocuous shit, but
yeah, no. And it
was totally
innocuous. She's giggling, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is she giggling? And that's why I muted for a second. I'm like, what the fuck are you giggling? She's like, oh, Nick. I'm like,
you see like Russ's camera shake all and then he just cuts out.
Oh man.
All right. Xbox.
Are we done with He-Man? Right,
Xbox and Microsoft. Well, did somebody need to say something more about He-Man?
No, I'm good. I just want to make sure everyone else was done.
It's still a developing turd.
Yeah.
So
okay. On that note, let's go to Xbox.
Yeah. Microsoft and Xbox are going to do a streaming service, kind of like a Netflix for games, like the Google Stadia.
What is that? I'm not familiar with that.
It's basically cloud gaming. All the processing, rendering, and everything happens on their end, and you're streaming it like a Netflix movie.
Oh wow!
So
I guess that's like, we talked a couple weeks ago, right, about like the diskless system. So this is
this is the ultimate version of that. You don't. I guess it's all going to depend on how they do it. But if Microsoft can, if anybody can pull this off, Microsoft can. They've got a lot more.
Yeah, Russ
with moving data than Sony. Sorry, I hate to say it. Sony builds electronics. Microsoft builds infrastructure.
I will agree with you on that. That's true. They both shine in different ends of it.
I go to a TV, I'm going to Sony. If I go for a gaming console, I'm going to infrastructure. Or all of them. Fuck it. Why not?
I don't know.
Dude, I hear you, man. Like, I got an Xbox. I don't have like a preference for that over PlayStation. I got the Xbox because I wanted to play Gears of War.
Yeah,
right.
I
like 3 years now. So
honestly, the only reason I play the Xbox more than the other consoles when I play consoles,
Forza?
Not even Forza. I like the controller better. That's the only reason.
You actually like the Xbox controller better?
I do.
The damage in my hands. The PlayStation controller cramps my hands real bad because of the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to take a break after a few hours playing.
So the bigger, wider controller from the Xbox works better for me. I like things bigger in my hands. That's why I like Rust so much.
Yeah.
Look, stud. I tried to give it to you all I could.
That cam shifter just kept getting in the way. Oh,
I
running down and looking up at the window.
Yeah, I know. Rob. It's so bright, Rob. Anyway. When I tried to play with the Xbox controller, I mean, this could be just because I'm so used to a PlayStation controller, the setup of that. It felt so awkward to me that I can't. But everyone tells me if you use it enough, you'll get used to it. Everyone tells
it is.
Because if you play anything enough, you get used to it. That's
I suppose, but I wouldn't know because I haven't tried to get used to it. I don't.
It's not just a thing of getting used to it. Like I can jump across anything. I played PlayStation 2 like a motherfucker, and even to the 3, I played the 3 a lot. But then the Xbox, once I started playing consistently on it and got used to it, I could go from the PlayStation to the Xbox fine.
Right.
Going back, I can't. Like I
Dude,
have a hard time.
The very first Xbox controller was like out of pocket big. Like that thing was silly, man. It was like, hold on a second. I remember
it's like Sam holding a regular size transformer.
You guys know
my wife's computer.
Oh, you're so crazy. Anna actually likes the Xbox controller setup, so she actually found a controller for the PlayStation.
She said bigger is better.
Yeah. I told her, I said, you won't find that here. Anyway.
Why do you think I got so much run?
Hey, listen. He's a stud. We're gonna say.
Nick wanted to show her his African rock python. He's like ready for this species to get invasive on you.
Can't help it, man. Some of us are pinkies and some of us are thumbs. What can I say?
Oh, Jesus! Remind me to tell you 2 stories. Just say when we go off air. I got some shit to tell y'all.
Yeah, they must be good because he can't say I'm on air, which is really good.
Like, we say a lot of shit on air, but there is a limit.
Damn, dude, wow.
I love it.
Unfortunately,
no, I think it's cool.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're doing that. So is it kind? I mean, it sounds like it's kind of a lot like the PlayStation Network in a way. I mean, or is it?
Yeah, like PS Now or whatever it is.
Like PS Now, or yeah, something like that, which is awesome, man. Because the Xbox does have a lot of cool games. I'll say that. That are specifically for Xbox. I think are really cool. They've got some neat shit. So I mean, all right, that's cool.
Oh, and the advantage with the Xbox is they're really pushing the PC Unity with it.
And that's why my son's loving it. He's kind of, I mean, he's switched over to PC completely now, pretty much. He doesn't even pay the PS4 anymore.
Oh,
they're pushing this. harder and harder with their Game Pass to make it universal between PC and Xbox. I can see them with the streaming service. That's really going to kick that off. And then the advantage there is you could play on your PC or your Xbox, and it wouldn't require a robust PC. It just a decent enough internet connection for it to stream.
Just like a stream box. Just make one.
Yeah. Because you're not having to handle your PC wouldn't be having to handle so much. Yeah. It's
all it's handling is displaying the video. So if you can play an HD video on YouTube, you could play this.
Yeah, not bad. That's pretty cool. Hey, good for them, man.
Powered by Bing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
I said Bing, not bang.
I was gonna say bang. We got some sad news this week, guys.
Chewy.
Yeah, I heard.
We lost two icons in different genres. We lost Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca. We also lost John Singleton, the director.
Yeah.
Who had a long sickness in the hospital and was taken off life support.
Yeah.
And John Singleton, man, that one happened earlier in the week.
Yeah, but
but he had a stroke mid-April.
Yeah.
He had been in a coma ever
since. Said like it wasn't good.
Yeah, they had said it was not looking good initially anyway, but you always hold out for hope with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because the first movie I saw his was Baby Boy.
Boys in the Hood, man.
Yeah,
I saw that later, man. Classics. But I saw something there like
he did Higher Learning too, didn't he?
He did what?
Didn't he? John Singleton do Higher Learning? Because that was a dope movie. Fucking Michael Rappaport. That was like his best role ever.
I think he did Biker Boys too, didn't he?
I don't know, man. Did you ever see Copland?
Yes.
Rappaport was really good in that too.
Yeah, he was good in that. Rappaport.
He did
Oh fuck, he did Too Fast, Too Furious.
And
Never heard of it.
Man, that's a good movie.
Shaft. Oh my god, the Shaft.
Dude,
the Shaft remake.
Man, I love that movie.
Four Brothers is good, man.
When I watched the Shaft remake, and Christian Bale, he was the sniveling little asshole antagonist. I was like, God, this dude would make an incredible fucking Batman. And then, of course, a couple of years later, we got him.
You just had to
what made you think when you saw him playing that role that he would make
actually when I first saw him in American Psycho, I thought he'd make an incredible Batman.
Okay, I can see that a little bit because he was stiff like Bruce Wayne is a little bit and stuff. I can see that and like Batman too a little bit. I don't know, but the fucking Shaft role, like what the fuck? I didn't see Batman in that role, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He was he directed some hellaciously good movies.
Yeah, no, he did.
That's a bummer, man.
It does. It sucks. It's a good filmmaker.
And I was telling you guys last night, like Peter Mayhew was not in good shape towards the end. Like he had to.
No, I mean not since Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Even before that.
Even before that, man, he had to crowdfund a hip surgery and shit.
Yeah,
he was having great difficulty walking for a while, and he'd been using a cane for probably the past decade, if not longer.
Well, dude, so that's like a common thing with people that are like that big.
It is.
Yeah.
He's
how tall was he?
7'2".
He was 7'2".
Yeah. A lot of guys that big, they have a lot of issues, especially with back and legs and stuff.
And then just like cardiovascular problems too. Wait, Nick, you said he had to crowdfund a hip surgery?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Is this like during the Disney era?
No, it was right before Force
right.
Awakens.
I hope they took care of him, man.
Yeah.
I hope they took care of him.
I hope they take care of his family. Shit.
That dude was a national treasure.
Yeah.
He was he was a good dude.
He was.
I know Jason Lowry posted a picture, like he got a picture with him and stuff, and said like he was really cool to meet and everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that era, man, where we're gonna start losing motherfuckers, man.
We already have, dude.
Yeah.
So many people.
I mean, this is.
It's like a weekly thing. It's it's somebody.
It is. pretty frightening.
This is 3 now from the original main cast of Star Wars.
Yep. We got who's the guy that played R2?
Kenny Baker,
Carrie Fisher. Yeah, dude. So like, people have been doing a lot of like tributes. It's cool because like whenever, not like cool when somebody from Star Wars dies. It's like interesting the way that people do the tributes because a lot of them are like in figure form.
Yeah.
And like the coolest one I saw, Jonathan Wayne Davis shared it, but like somebody else made it, and it was like the old like vintage Kenner Star Wars figures. Like on one side it was like like you probably saw it was like Leia, R2, and like Chewie was going over there, and then on the side closest camera was C-3PO, Luke, and Han. I thought that was really cool, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, that's a fucking bummer.
Yeah,
Chewbacca was one of my very first Star Wars figures because when Star Wars came out, as you guys are probably aware, they didn't have any toys ready for the Christmas season in '77.
Yeah, right.
So they had the early bird special thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was a little young for it, but my mom went ahead and snatched up all the Star Wars toys and put them back for me until I turned like 3 years old and gave them to me on my 3rd birthday. So I actually had the Chewbacca from the early bird special.
Damn.
Oh.
You still got it?
No.
Oh.
I wish I did.
So, rest in peace, Peter Mayhew and John Singleton.
Yeah, man. Thank you to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely
many hours
Yep.
and hours of entertainment and imagination through those two.
Yeah, you stole the words right out of my mouth.
It's like I saw something there like John Singleton brought South Central to the world, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, do y'all remember that movie South Central?
Yep.
OG Bobby Johnson. Hell yeah, that was like the PG-13 like intro gangster flick for kids.
Yeah. You know what I saw the other day? I saw New Jack City the other day.
Oh, I love New Jack City.
I do too. I was like, get the fuck out of here. God,
Ice-T,
watching this.
Ice-T has one of the hardest lines I've ever heard in a movie in that one.
Yeah, he did.
I want to shoot you so bad my dick is hard. Oh,
that's great, dude. That's great. He was really good in that movie too. I was glad to. It was such a fun movie. Wesley Snipes, man.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. He
Nino
played.
Brown.
It was Wesley Snipes' heyday, man.
Nino Brown handing out the
great.
turkeys.
Yeah, man. There's something better in that scene where he grabs a fucking little kid and puts the little kid in front of it like a fucking human shield. I'm like, God damn, dude.
Oh,
That's
shit.
crazy.
All right. Going from that to Hulu. Marvel has and Disney have said there's not going to be any R-rated content on the Disney Plus service.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's been common knowledge for months.
Yeah.
Right. So, on the heels of that, a Ghost Rider and Damon Hellstrom series have been ordered by Hulu.
And that's it. So, like, I saw it's the same Ghost Rider from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yes.
right? All right.
Is it going to be the same actor playing?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, fucking A. No. Wow.
Dude, that's fucking great because he did awesome in that.
Yeah, he was. If you like that Ghost Rider, I mean, I thought he did a really good job.
I read a couple. I never watched the show, but I read a couple issues of that Ghost Rider comic.
Yeah.
That was like
cool,
Danny Reyes or something.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Robbie Reyes.
Yeah, it's cool. He's all right, man. I enjoyed it. It was
Dude, so it's like Disney's seemed really willing to go with a lot of these like really recent storylines
Yeah.
that Marvel's been doing, and I think that's cool.
When's the last time Hellstrom was around?
Yeah.
Well, I liked it.
There was a story with him a few years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It might have been that short-lived Defenders book, and he was evil in that one. But if you don't know who Damon Hellstrom is, he's the son of Satan, not Mephisto, Satan, and he has a sister named Satana, and he usually has a golden pitchfork and a pentagram on his chest. So we'll have to see what they do with him. because Hellstrom was like one of the pulp characters of the 70s that they came up with. You know what I'm saying? Like when they were doing like, you know, blaxploitation with Luke Cage, and then like all the gritty supernatural shit with Ghost Rider.
The House of Dracula series.
House of Dracula. With Blade. Fucking, what was the other one? Fuck, I can't think of it. There was another one.
They also, that's when Shang-Chi was really popular too back in there.
Yeah, yep. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Shit. Fuck me. What was that series? Werewolf by Night. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night was fucking killer. So it's good to see that we're gonna be seeing, like, it doesn't look like we're gonna be starving for mature content from Marvel. You know what I mean? Like they are gonna utilize the Hulu platform, which is really
I
cool.
hope they just see the not the benefit, but the I guess the money they could make off of it. You know?
Yeah.
I know they've got
Punisher,
older fans.
Deadpool.
Well, it sounds like they're gonna lock down all of their content to where like let's say like Deadpool 3, okay? It's gonna hit the theaters. When it comes out the theaters, it comes done in theaters, you're gonna see the Blu-ray, DVDs, all that stuff, right? And then when it comes to streaming services, it's not going anywhere but on their streaming service. Then isn't how they're gonna start doing it.
Well, except for the R-rated content, and that's
right. Which that's
they do like
that'll go to Hulu.
Yeah,
right.
They do the PG-13 one on the Disney Plus.
And if you looked at the last, did any of you guys watch the last Halloween movie that just came out?
No, I never watched it.
Okay, in the opening credits, Miramax was one of the studios, which is owned by Disney. Which
oh shit, really?
Yeah. So like they hadn't used the Miramax label in a long time, especially with all the Harvey Weinstein shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but that's the studio that put out a lot of the Kevin Smith movies.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino movies too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miramax is a big deal for a long time.
I just hope Disney, like, because I mean that was always to me like a great thing about Marvel is that it's like there's such like a wide range of shows they did. Like and movies too. I mean, you could have like something from like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which like you could probably watch with your kids. You know, the movies kind of varied, but then they had like the Netflix stuff, which was like very adult, with Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones. You know, so I think that was always a strength of theirs, and I hope they don't just like abandon that.
Yeah.
I think it's neat that if they're gonna do this Ghost Rider show where and they're using it's the same character that was on Agents, the same Ghost Rider that was on S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're also using the same actor. It's almost like they're keeping continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's another Marvel strength, man.
That is. It's something they do really well. You know,
they're gonna get someone who's maybe watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and been like, oh, I know that character. I'm familiar with him. I'm gonna watch that show now. You know.
You know, I know a lot of people that only watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for that season while he was on. So, you know, so
it's like even if people who just like are gonna watch whatever's on ABC, and you know might have got into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just kind of through that, and might get them to watch the show, make them a fan.
And they brought Johnny Blaze back in the comics too. So
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I just saw that.
Johnny Blaze is running around now.
I'm thrilled about it.
No, I am. I that's my favorite Ghost Rider. It's just I feel like there's too many Ghost Riders on there.
Yeah. All we need now is Dan Ketch to show back up.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's you know.
See, that was the Ghost Rider I grew up with, was Dan Ketch. You know, when I started reading Ghost Rider, fucking Johnny Blaze was just Blaze with the Hellfire shotgun.
Right.
And it was all the Midnight Sun shit with like Morbius, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange.
Those were good though.
Yo, man, those were really good stories, and like some good characters came out of that just like never got used anywhere else. But it was really good shit. Like the whole Lilith and the Lilin, her children, Death Watch. Blackout, who they use in the second
mother of demons.
Yeah,
yeah.
And, like they had a neutered Blackout in the second Ghost Rider movie, but
yeah, but man, Blackout he was awesome in the comics, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was awesome in the comics, but he was pretty much a bitch in the movie.
He was, but I think they had to make it work good. I don't know. I think they could have. I think it would have been a better movie had they made the villains better. To be honest with you, I really do.
Dude, that movie's awesome just because I get to see Nicolas Cage piss fire.
Okay, and I understand that. It had some good things about it, but that movie just didn't have. I felt like they just didn't have the They didn't have the characters that they were putting on screen. Just weren't true representations of themselves, in my opinion. Other than him,
And would you imagine? Fucking who was it? Was Idris Elba in that movie too? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
playing the priest guy.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so it didn't have that bad of a cast. It was just
no, it didn't. It was a good cast. I don't think there's the actors issues. I think it was more of how they wanted the characters portrayed, and I think they didn't do a good job. It was writing. And just I don't know. I fuck it. Anytime you have a, I don't know. Anytime you have a movie where you got Sam Elliott in it, man, you're fucking all right.
Right? That man doesn't age.
He looks the same, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks the same as in The Big Lebowski.
Dude, I watched that motherfucker back in.
He's got more turkey neck now. You just usually don't see it because his mustache is so goddamn long.
Good for him. He's covering it up.
What was the movie he did? It was an early one with Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And then I watched The Ranch, and that motherfucker looks exactly the same.
Right? I know, man. That's fucking. He was badass in Roadhouse too.
Yeah, he was.
God, yeah. He's
a
badass in The Ranch.
Dude, you guys need to watch Justified. It was on FX for years.
Yeah.
Was Sam Elliott?
He was in the last season.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and he was clean shaven, and that was fucked up to see.
What?
That's weird to me. I wouldn't know what to do about it with a clean shaven Sam.
Yeah, but he was in the last season of Justified, and they have all 6 seasons on Amazon Prime. So I highly suggest you watch it if you never have. Great fucking show.
Yeah. And then at that time, like when Justified was going, they had fucking Sons of Anarchy. Remember, fucking Henry Rollins was playing a white supremacist.
Man, I love Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins is fucking awesome, but I just like never saw him that way, because like if you listen to like his one man shows and shit, he's just like super like conscious and everything, and then he plays that white supremacist just so well.
He just plays everything he touches well, though. So
that dude's good, man.
He's range, dude. He's got some range, man. He can deal with different shit. That's cool.
He was in one of the Wrong Turn movies too, or some shit like that.
Oh, did he do one of those? I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, he was in one of those horror movies.
Huh.
So we go from Marvel to Sega.
All right, Josh.
Here we go.
I'm going to argue this with you until the day you die.
You guys
think this movie's going to be funny as shit.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Oh, let me take my
first. Let's get the controversy out of the way first.
My kids told me tonight, real quick, that apparently they're fixing this.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah. They're fixing the CGI for Sonic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, you're about the only person in the world that thought that, Rob, because I know a lot of Sonic fans in the Twitch community, and every one of them, when they saw this design leaked months ago, they have been cringing and hoping ever since that it's not the true design, and it turns out that it was. They're not happy, and none of them are looking forward to the train wreck that this movie is going to be.
Yeah.
But they've confirmed they're going back and touching it up. It is not going to be a canon movie. There is nothing fucking... Sonic doesn't have a strong story anyway.
No.
That's true.
They're just kind of throwing the Sonic character into a random movie.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was kind of saying. So like I watched it and was like, ooh, like I don't know about this. But then I was like, well shit, like what is even Sonic's character?
Yeah.
Like I watched the cartoon, like
he runs fast and eats chili dogs.
Yeah, he's chili dogs, man. And it's like as far as a characterization, like the villains and stuff, I don't even fucking know. Like, it was bad. I just saw them at the end of each level. Yeah. Like, I saw them at the end of each level.
Well, I had to laugh though. Everybody was bitching when they saw the original pictures of Carrie as Dr. Robotnik. Oh, he's not bald. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. Right up to the end of the trailer when they show him with the big goofy mustache and the bald ass head and those goofy.
So like that is one thing. Like, why is Jim Carrey doing this movie?
Dude, he's perfect for that. I don't care. He's fucking hilarious.
No, I agree.
Oh,
but like, why is like I want to ask him. Like, why are you doing? Why are you? Because
Sam,
I don't know, man.
Sam, they probably offered him they probably said, "We'll pay you this." He was like, "Okay."
Well, let's be honest. Jim Carrey's kind of lost his marbles the last few years.
No, and it's like I think he's lost his marbles, but like in a good way. I think he's like on some real shit.
Oh yeah,
but then it's
he's
like,
on some real shit, all right.
Yeah, but then like he says like all the stuff he says.
That's
glorious. Then he's doing this like super like kid friendly, like super commercialized movie, you know? And it's like it just seems wild to me. Like most actors you see like saying the stuff that he does like off camera or whatever. Like they'll do like a lot of these indie movies. You know what I mean? Like studio house movie type stuff. And,
First, shout out to Dakota. What's up, brother? He's in the chat. And
oh yeah, what's up, Dakota?
What's up, swamp ass?
He said it looks like a dude in a furry suit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's like a weird mix because I think it was maybe on Nerd Rage or something. There, like they should have just made Sonic like a straight up cartoon, kind of like how they did on like what was that fucking movie with Jessica Rabbit?
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, how they did on Roger Rabbit. Like if he was just like a straight up 2D cartoon, dude, I'd be cool with that.
I'd be cool with that too. But...
Sam, the Sonic character's really short, furry costume. You been moonlighting?
Yeah, dude. No, man, I wouldn't be on this one horse show. I'd be making money.
Oh, that's what it is. He's only with us because he can't make real money.
Oh God!
Trying to get my face and name out there, man.
Oh jeez.
Well, you're gonna need a step ladder.
Excelsior. Tell him, Sam, man. Say Excelsior, onwards and upwards.
Fucking hey. Yeah. I don't honestly. I want to be honest with you guys. I don't think there's a fucking thing that you're gonna be able to do to fix anything in this movie. What I saw, and I'm only going by what I saw in the trailer. This movie looks like it's gonna be complete garbage to me, and I hate to judge it right away.
Dude, I'm kind of with you, Russ, man. I mean, it's just like production value. Or
Josh has been trying to. Josh's words have rang true to me. I've been trying to not judge stuff right off the trailers and stuff and trying to be cool.
Hey, even I'm saying this movie's going to be a piece of shit based on that trailer, and that's not one for me to do much.
Okay, here's how
garbage to me.
This is my honest take on it. It is not going to be a great movie.
Okay.
It is not going to be some strong piece of fiction. It's going to be like Pixels. You're going to watch it with popcorn and laugh your ass off.
Dude,
I didn't watch
you're gonna
Pixels.
Forget about it.
It's hard, like with Sonic. It's like, did Sonic even take place like on Earth? I don't even know. So it's like it's hard to take that like concept of this video game. It doesn't have a strong fiction and make it into a movie.
Well, it looks like they're going to use the rings, his rings, as a portal too. So how does that work?
See, I had a conversation with my kids earlier about this. I said, of all the fucking video games they can choose to make a goddamn movie about, they pick that one. And I told my son, I said, they always pick the worst goddamn games to make movies on. They do.
I mean, what's the bar? We just want to be better than the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah, well, that's
exactly.
And I don't even know.
That's not even. That wasn't even funny enough to watch as a popcorn flick.
That was
movie
atrocious.
Was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Double Dragon. I fucking hated that movie too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though.
Like, did you like Double Dragon?
No. I was just gonna say people.
This is gonna be something like the first Mortal Kombat flick. It ain't gonna be great, but it's gonna be kind of dopey and funny to watch. Okay. That's it.
People were shitting on that fucking Assassin's Creed movie. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I liked the Assassin's Creed movie. It wasn't horrific.
That Street Fighter flick wasn't great, but it was fun to watch.
The one with John Claude and Raul Julia?
Yeah, Van Damme, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's because Raul Julia was great.
That was his last movie, man.
I know. That's what's crazy is he's gonna go down as that being his last movie.
He was M. Bison, right?
Yeah.
With them big bug eyes, dude.
He was such a good actor, dude. He animated that.
He was an incredible actor.
Yeah,
he was, and he made that character to me more interesting than I ever thought it could be because of him. He was a highlight to that movie. And I really didn't think that was a great movie at all. But.
And the one with Christian Crook wasn't good at all. Like, it doesn't even have that like corny like rewatchability.
You guys ever see that like straight to YouTube one?
The series?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
Michael J. White was in it. That was not bad.
Oh, you're talking about for Mortal Kombat?
That was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, okay.
And that was good.
Yeah.
That was on Machinima. That was good.
Yeah, and like the guy. That one. Yeah, dude, it's called Mortal Kombat Legacy. They did 2 seasons.
I know what you guys are talking about now. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
Dude, that was awesome, man. Like the whole fucking Scorpion and Sub-Zero shit and Quan Chi was in there. Yeah.
I mean, at least they had time to go into stuff and they went into some things. And, you know, the problem I had with the movie is I feel like they just rushed through that fucking movie because you have to in a movie, you know? You only got, what, an hour and a half. Zoom through the story.
And maybe that's what
that's why Sonic's going fast.
Yeah.
like that might be why it's hard to translate a video game to a movie, which is why maybe we haven't had that many good video game movies. It's because it's like the transferring that medium. I mean, I think of how long it took them to make decent comic book movies.
Yeah.
You know, like Superman in the 70s was good.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like,
and then 3 and 4 were a train wreck.
We didn't get another good one until Batman '89.
A lot of it comes back down to some of the games they're picking to make movies of don't have shit for story.
See, Rob, that's my argument. I agree totally. I think
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just say I think they pick the worst ones at times.
Yeah.
So like for you guys, I mean, what games that come to mind when you think of like good story? Easy to convert to a 2.5-hour movie.
There aren't any.
I think they could do some. If they could do more than just one movie, they could do God of War.
That's what I mean. You could turn God of War into a goddamn saga.
Yeah, and like Russ said, Assassin's Creed was good.
Assassin's Creed, I thought they did a good job of it. I thought Assassin's Creed.
Actually, I can speak to that.
Dakota said something in it. He's right. He said Assassin's Creed worked if you're already invested. And you already know about if you're a person.
So like I read what he said, but I was like, so invested. Does that mean knowledgeable?
You know? Well, yeah, I think that's what it means. If you had knowledge of the game and you knew about what you were, because I don't know that they explained everything so well in the movie. It's almost like they
kind of trusted you to know.
Yeah,
realistically, most of the people that were going to watch that movie were invested in the game because they knew the franchise.
Yeah.
True,
and that's tough because like when making a movie, like you can consider that, but then it's like you got to count on like your own storytelling ability, and your own ability to get people from A to B.
No, I will say there is a comic book movie that was pretty much universally panned, but I fucking loved it. Video game movie. That was the Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Oh God,
I like that movie.
Dude, I fucking loved it.
And Final Fantasy's funny too because like it's like I compare it to Gundam, where like it's like every game's like its own thing, right?
Yeah. With the exception of a couple of games that actually did have direct sequels. Each main number title
and it's like
is its own world, its own entry, with the exception of 10. 10 and 13 are the only ones that had sequels.
And it's like Dragon Quest 2 is like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're just
and the Breath of Fire games.
Yeah, but they're like their own thing, you know.
Yeah.
Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger were like that too, if I remember right.
No, Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger was actually a sequel. And it was a very loosely based sequel, but it was all tied together in the end.
Let me ask you guys: did any of you guys ever play a game called Infamous?
No.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay,
I have it and Second Son.
Okay, the Second Son was really good. But I liked the story in that game. I thought it was cool to have like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing going on, and I kind of dug the how there's it's almost reminding me of mutants a little bit. That's kind of what it was. It's almost like they stole from Marvel a little bit. Yeah, little mutants on the certain people have powers, and people were afraid of those people that had powers and shit, and I kind of dug that, and I thought that would make a good movie. I have to tweak it a bit. You have to tweak some stuff because the game, the game's pacing sometimes would drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. And if you were to turn it into a movie, I think you'd have to mess with that a little bit. But I thought it'd be a cool story,
You know what would be a really fun video game movie? It's Bionic Commando.
Oh, hell yeah. But that would be another one of those campy, goofy.
No, because they did on the PS3, they did a sequel. And they have the original NES Bionic Commando, and they have Bionic Commando revisited or remastered for the PS3. Rearmed, that's it. Yeah, well, they actually had a disc release of a different version, and it was like a sequel, and it was badass.
Really,
Josh, you asked.
Yes,
Josh, you asked earlier about like what video game do you think could be made into a 2.5-hour movie and be okay to stand on its own? I got
that one right there, Bionic Commando.
I got a really crazy idea. Have you guys seen Hardcore Henry?
I have not.
I've not, but I'm familiar with it.
Okay, so it's a movie filmed in first person.
Okay.
And it's like an action movie filmed in first person. Like you're in a first person shooter, but it's a movie. So I want a bully movie like that.
Oh shit.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Okay, first of all, I love Bully. That's a great game. And second, the way you're saying to do it would be fucking awesome, dude. I didn't even think of that.
Because it would make, if presented right, it would make the audience members feel like they're the antagonist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like you're playing. You might feel like you're actually playing a game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, Walter! The Arkham series already is a movie. It's called The Dark Knight.
Oh, speaking of which, just real quick, we didn't touch on this, and it was a big thing in Detective 1000. The Arkham Knight was brought into the DC universe. So, yeah, we don't know who it's going to be yet. And then, I was going to mention that too. Rob Chuck says he wants to see a Splinter Cell movie.
Fuck yeah, dude!
That's the second time Splinter Cell's come up tonight.
I'd rather see a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Metal Gear would be hard to do as a movie, but it'd be fucking trippy.
Metal Gear would be great as like a series, like a streaming series.
Yeah.
Because, those games, they take place over decades. And you're not even dealing with the same fucking snake in each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having like one series, set in one era, focused on that snake, and then another series following up with a different snake. But, dude, that'd be awesome.
Here's another one to think of, too. Have y'all ever played a game called Darkness?
Darkness.
That was a comic book.
Yeah, it was based on...
have it, but I've not played it yet.
Dude, I'd be down for a Jackie Estacado movie. Hell yeah. Fucking all day.
Could even throw like Ian Nottingham and the Witchblade in there, in a sequel or something.
Oh shit, yes.
What about Halo?
Halo, they've tried with the live action or in the anime movie stuff. That Halo was it Further Unto Dawn or whatever. Actually, it was an animated series, really fucking good.
Okay, so they have done something different than just some kind of.
Oh, dude, the Halo lore is rich as fuck.
Well, I've never played. Like, I've never really played it hardcore. I've tried it, but I never delved into it. My brother loves Halo, and he always tells me that it's such a great story. And I've never really looked deep into it before, but it sounds like it's a lot of people like it. This is a very story-driven game.
Yeah, we actually covered in a previous episode what Daltonian's TF says Halo has an upcoming series.
Yeah.
Is it a series or is it a movie?
It's a series, streaming series.
Okay, well, I mean, I just think it'd be a good movie too. But
Halo has a expanded universe it's fucking huge.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of better movies. I mean, a lot of better games out there they could do movies with, and I think I think they'd have a easier time with it. This is why they keep picking dumb shit to do sometimes. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I think it's because they want the popularity of the character. He is a mainline character that rivals the face presence of Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think classic video games, Mario and Sonic.
We haven't gotten Mario or Link before we got this. That's surprising.
I'm actually really shocked nobody's done a Zelda movie.
Me too.
There's a Zelda series in development.
Okay.
It's going to be a streaming series in development.
And that's going to be live action?
I don't know if it's going to be. I think it's going to be live action. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. I can't remember the details.
I think they could do Zelda live action, and it would be fucking epic. Because first of all, you could really make that bitch dark and serious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, look at the animated Castlevania series that they've been doing on Netflix. That's amazing.
I would want to do Zelda too.
Yeah. I had to tell my daughter tonight. She was like. She was talking about Castlevania, and she goes, I haven't watched that series yet. I said, you need to get your ass in gear, girl. You watch that? I said, that's good. You'll like that.
It's based heavily on Castlevania 3.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
And see, I was a mark for the fucking Legacy of Kain series.
Yeah.
That would be a good set of movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'd have to be a series, so you could go from Kain to Raziel and all that shit, but...
Man, Soul Reaver, I'd never played Legacy of Kain, but I'd played Soul Reaver, and I was so pissed off at the ending of that game because, it was rushed, and the studio, the publisher forced them to put it out before they finished it. So the ending was just sudden and abrupt, and you're just like, fuck. And then it was years before we got Blood Omen 2.
Yeah.
What about Darksiders?
Great fucking series. Oh my god, I love those games.
I do too. I'm a really big fan of them. I think my issue with making that into movies, though, it'd have to be multiple movies. But the only issue it have is it deals with a lot of biblical stuff. It gets into like a lot of there's a lot of religion stuff involved in it and things like that, like battle between heaven and hell, and and all this shit. And it's kind of I don't know that and demons and all this stuff, and I wonder if how people would take that. I mean, they either love it or they hate it.
Well, the Prophecy did that shit.
Yeah,
that was a great fucking series.
Fucking Constantine too.
Those first 3 movies were awesome, and then they got rid of Christopher Walken for the 4th one, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
There's a series coming up that debuts the 31st of this month on Amazon Prime. It's called Good Omens. It's based on the novel by fucking Terry Pratchett and
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
I think I saw a commercial for it, dude.
It looks amazing.
I know the one guy is David Tennant. Who's the other guy?
Yeah, on Amazon,
Sheen.
right?
His last name's Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
No, it's not Martin or Charlie. No,
it's not Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
He said Martin Sheen.
Michael Sheen's playing an angel and David Tennant's playing a demon, and they're both on the hunt for a kid who's about 12 years old who happens to be the Antichrist. And
oh shit! Now I know which one you're talking about. I had to think. About
it looks amazing. I can't wait for this shit.
Yeah, and they wind up being like buddy cops, more or less.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be interesting. I saw the commercial and I was like, it looks kind of fun. Huh. But and I agree with, and that looks like it'd be all right. But I do. I mean, Darksiders really delves into hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Well, dude, Supernatural's is going to have 15 seasons by the time it wraps.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's actually a really good example of heaven and hell, kind of. The Supernatural is a good example of something like that too. And I mean, I guess
look at Preacher.
Yeah.
Have you watched Preacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Preacher's
right.
fucking amazing.
I find myself going to fucking YouTube. AMC has like the best moments of Hair Star on there.
Nice.
I find myself watching that all the fucking time when he starts jerking off while the guy's choking him, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Side note, my stump looks like Eugene's face. My name's Eugene. Our space.
Well, if there was any monetization left, it's gone now.
What? Eugene was, he's normal intelligence. I'm not mocking his intelligence. He tried to commit suicide with a shotgun, and he missed, and it went out his jaw, so his face looks like a puckered asshole now. Yeah. So that's why they call him Arseface in the comics.
Yeah.
And he talks like this because you can't really articulate his jaw.
Yeah, and you got to get the slurping sounds in there.
Preacher. Yeah. Yep.
Preacher, am I going to go to heaven?
That's
no, Eugene, you go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
I was just reading it, the Dalton
South Park.
There, that I didn't know that they did an Zelda, an animated series.
Zelda animated series is not good.
It's terrible.
Really?
You princess.
Yeah.
My son watches that.
Fucking terrible.
I ever watched it. No shit. It was really bad. Okay.
It was so bad.
Oh jeez.
It was almost as bad as the Mario Brothers movie.
Ugh. Yeah, the Mario Brothers movie was bad. But the fucking TV show with Captain Lou was fucking amazing.
Fucking awesome. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Dude, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. What are you doing?
That's like always on in my house, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Dalton was saying he wanted to see a new animated Zelda series done by the production team of Castlevania.
That's what he's saying. I'm sorry, my bad, Dalton. I don't have my glasses on, dude.
There was what I said. There was like a Zelda manga series. There's a few of them, but those are pretty good. So I feel like they can just adapt those.
Yeah. That would be great. Oh man, I mean, this is me. Look at all these ideas we threw out, and Hollywood's picking
Sonic,
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yo, for real, like if Pixar reshot Cars as a Sonic movie, I think that's the best you could get.
Well, that's not much of an improvement.
Yeah, you're killing me, dude. It's fucking funny, dude.
I mean, I love most of the Pixar's movies, but fuck the Cars franchise.
Fucking Larry the Cable Guy's Tails.
I hate Larry the Cable Guy.
I do too, man.
I'll tell you what, though.
No, and what sucks, man, is I live in an area where people worshipped him as the next coming of Christ, and it's just like for about 5 years, all I heard was "Get her done." I'm like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
It got overdone. That's what it was.
Now, Foxworthy can be funny in moderation.
Small doses, yes.
Yeah. But
Bill Engvall out of that group, Bill Engvall's my dude.
Fuck that, Ron White. Ron White's my man.
Bill Engvall,
Ron White's my favorite.
Ron White's that funny drunken uncle that you love to hang out with. Bill Engvall is me at this age right now.
Have any of you guys seen Ron? Have you guys seen Ron White's new fucking special?
Yes, I have.
My God.
Talking about the
duck
pussy lip tacos.
Baby duck pussy lip tacos.
Baby duck pussy lip tacos, yes.
He's just like too relatable.
Yeah.
What did he say? He said once you've seen one woman naked, you want to see the rest of them naked. That shit was funny,
yeah, he's good.
There I was sitting in a beanbag chair, naked, eating Cheetos.
Nice.
Now, Bill Engvall, the biggest reason I find him funny is it's like the older I get, the more I watch his shit and go, "Fuck, that's what I think every day."
Yeah, Dakota apparently is a big fan of Ron White too.
Yeah. Dude, if you watch the Joe Rogan podcast that Ron White are on, it's fucking hilarious every single time.
I'm sure he's a really hilarious guy. Man.
I love when Rogan has comedians on. It's just so fun
Dude,
to see
me
him.
too, man. Because like just like listening to them, just like shoot the shit.
Yeah,
It's
my
hilarious.
favorite, of course, is Joey Coco Diaz. That's my man. It's ranch with wings and go fuck your mother. No, it's blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother. I don't even want to have that fucking ranch shit in front of my face. Ruins my whole fucking taste buds. Fucking Joey Diaz, man. It's fucking hilarious. If you guys ever want to get into Joey Diaz, I know it's on iTunes, but he did a whole series of like parts of his stand-up called The Testicle Testaments.
Oh shit!
It's real good.
By the way, Charles said he likes Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh no!
Oh man, my kid. Worse than anything, my kid has gotten into fucking Jeff Dunham.
Oh, no. He was good for about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, when I first saw his acting, when I first saw Dunham's act in the 90s, it was funny.
Yeah.
When I saw Spark of Insanity in the early 2000s, I was like, okay, it's the same act. He just expanded it to an hour.
Right.
And now he's just a grumpy, angry, old racist white dude with more fucking shit added in, and he's not funny at all.
Yeah.
See, Josh, you're having. I had the same issue with him. I figure you've seen his show once.
Yeah.
You have to see it again
because it's gonna be the same fucking joke.
Right.
I actually,
yeah.
Because I know Cal likes it so much, I bought him a fucking animatronic Walter figure.
Oh.
It looks exactly like the ventriloquist puppet.
Yeah.
You ever caught him with his hand up its ass?
There's no hole, thank God. All right. I think we bashed the shit out of the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, we were talking about Sonic
for a long time. Yeah, me too.
Well, we just segued into better shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one last thing about it. To anyone who really thinks it's going to be a good movie, good luck.
He's like, go fuck yourself.
Anybody that thinks this is going to be a good movie, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rant on you.
This is MPSP Theater.
This is it. Listen, they're not Zeta Toys. We got.
That's not a show, man.
It's not like that Sonic movie's like Zeta Toys, but we're
that Sonic movie already fell apart.
Yeah, you're right. Like a toy, like a Zeta toy.
I've never seen two people get so much shit because they got a broken toy and were pissed off about it as you and JD.
Oh my god, dude! I know. Dude, so like
it was all fucking newbies too.
Yeah,
I gotta say something about that, like the Motor Master shit. Like, so like JD's thing. I mean, that's legit. If your toy broke,
did you guys?
Broke.
I responded to somebody that I don't think I know this guy too well. I think he's one of the newer guys.
Yeah, after he said you didn't explain what.
Yeah, and then
15 times.
Oh, that Matt Wetzel or whatever.
Yeah, and I definitely asked him this, and I said, first of all, I ain't new to this, homie. I said,
I gotta talk to you guys about that off the air, man.
I've been around this for a while.
Shit.
I told him, I said, yo, you better check yourself, homie.
Y'all might want to get into the unbroadcasted tonight because I think it's about to fit to be lit.
Damn, I'm gonna hit you with a reminder.
All right,
yeah, for real.
Let's
Well, like with the Motor Master stuff, like.
Yeah,
they've said it like on Shattercast and stuff. Like, there's something weird going on, man. It's just like the thing that I compare it to is like, have you ever seen somebody who maybe they got dumped or maybe they got broken up with and they're like really salty about it? So like everywhere they go, they're like bashing their ex, and then like it looks like weird and desperate, like that's what like this Motor Master shit's like to me. I'm like, come on, guys, like if you don't like it, just don't buy it.
I don't see anything wrong with that Motor Master, and I'm gonna go on record and say Eric Burgess and EE Prime are always giving me shit, calling me a Fans Toys hater. I'm not. And fuck you, but I'm not. I don't see anything wrong with this Motor Master at all.
Listen,
it's clean as fuck. it has a backpack. Yeah, but that's like the cleanest backpack on any Transformer ever, and it's the entire trailer.
Megatron doesn't have a backpack, but it looks like a bunch of pieces mushed together. This has a backpack, but it all looks solid and cohesive.
This thing's clean. I'm just not in on the set because I don't prefer cartoon accuracy versus
Me neither. Yeah,
toy
Josh,
accuracy.
You and I are on the same page with this, man.
I mean, I have some Fans Toys pieces. They're fine.
That's why I got the silver thighs on my Devastator. In that,
right, because it looks better.
Because it looks
better.
Yeah.
I am a Fans Toys basher, and I'm going to tell you that I like that. I like that fucking figure.
It's Motormaster is an ugly piece of shit brick of a figure anyway.
Yeah.
But this is a beautiful representation of an ugly piece of shit brick of a figure.
Because if you're gonna make a post about how bad it looks, or even comment, if you already didn't buy it, you already sent the strongest message you could to Fans Toys by not giving them that sale.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going in the fucking cafe seeing what people are saying about their toys. I don't think they give a fuck. They look at the dollars and cents. So if you didn't buy it, that's the strongest message you can send. You don't need to post about it.
This is kind of a topic for us to talk about, though. Do you guys think that because people are so invested in either X-Trans bots or what the fuck's the other one? DX9. Do you think because they're already so invested in Fans Toys, this is the first time Fans Toys coming in late could hurt them?
Dude, so here's what I would do. If I was invested in the X-Transbots ones and the Fans Toys ones came out better, and I had that feeling like I should have got the Fans Toys ones, I would flip those X-Transbots ones, even at a loss. Or if I liked them enough, I hear they're great, keep them, and then just also buy the Fans Toys ones. So it's you don't have to choose one or the other. Or if you it's okay to jump ship and be like, oh shit, this one's turning out better. If someone else was doing, let's G Creations, if they were doing an aerial bot set,
shit,
and I was buying those, and I was like, oh, these are just okay. And then Zeta came out with what they came out with for Superion, I would flip them and go to the better one. I wouldn't die on this hill. You know what I mean? For some toys.
Here's the thing, too. One person's better isn't everybody's better.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, dude. Exactly.
But I think too many people want to, not only do they want to get their opinion out on it, on how much they hate on it, but they want to bash you if you like it.
Yeah. Dude, Josh, I'll say to you, I put something in about that when I got that Toy World Devastator. I was like, now all I need, because I had them in the mail on the way, I was like, I need the to get rid of the goofy cartoon head, which again, it's my opinion.
Yeah.
And
I shared your opinion.
Yeah, and to get rid of these green thighs or whatever, and I forget who it was, but they're like what's wrong with the cartoon head? And I didn't say anything back because it doesn't matter to me, but it's that's the type of shit. It's everyone has their own aesthetic. Mm-hmm. That person said I didn't get mad because I spent the money on what I wanted. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm running the cartoon head on mine, and I go back and forth with them because I like the stylized.
Well, like my Superion, I've got the face.
Me too.
That's what I got the toy version head on it because I hate the look of the faceplate. Yeah. I hate that cartoon look. Pardon me, sorry.
Dakota says everyone knows CW Menasor is the only Menasor you need. Hail Hasbro. Yeah, that got me to buy a Lone Wolf.
but another thing is I jumped on those MMC Insecticons when I saw the pre-order for them last fall. I was like, hey, I don't have any Insecticons. I need some Insecticons, and I got to looking. Aesthetically, I prefer these to the Fans Toys. Yeah. If I wanted the Fans Toys, I would pay for the Fans Toys. But if I have a choice and I have options available, and there's more than one option available, I'm going to go for the one that is more closer to the original toy aesthetic. Like everybody's like, oh, that shrapnel's got yellow legs and the bombshell's got a purple chest. Well, you know what? The original toy had yellow legs and bombshell had a purple chest, and I like that.
Those are the kind of like small details that I'm like, and it's because I'm not that big of a Transformers fan. Like I got to keep that in mind, but I'm like, who even like pays attention to shit like that?
Yeah.
But again, that's just me. I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. I'm like just a kind of passive fan. Like I get shit that I think will be fun to mess with. I don't have much connection to the characters, but
dude, I get shit that I just hope don't fall apart on me. That's all I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? I just want a toy that's gonna be solid. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be faulty pieces. Nothing's
and I think that's like even if it's a 1 in 1,000 situation, I think that's a legitimate gripe.
Yeah, and I'm not saying your gripe is invalid at all in any way. My whole point the other day, I was just like, I understand being upset, but it's.
Well, I did get a little bash happy. I got a little carried away.
Yeah, it's like I'm not going to bash an entire company for a faulty part in a figure, especially if I've got 9 or 10 other of their figures and they're all fucking wonderful. You know what I mean?
Well, you do.
Now, I do. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
Right.
But
I don't have a lot of Zeta shit. So
yeah, I've got Superior and I got Bruticus. I've got their Jazz, and my Jazz has a faulty shoulder. I need to get a shoulder replaced on it.
I've been told
because there was a screw missing and I over tightened the other one and it caused it to crack. And I was like, oh shit! So I've got to be super careful with it or it will break. But that's just because of those shoulder pieces, how it's molded. So, I'm going to contact them and say, hey, can I get a shoulder replacement, please?
Josh, I've heard from people that have told me, and I got a chance to handle the first 2 aerial by releases that Zeta released, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to check them out, and I noticed some QC issues on those.
Oh, they're not 100% perfect.
So there are definitely issues, okay, with Zeta. I think where I got aggravated is when I posted up how pissed off I was about this. People were hitting me up like I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like treating Zeta Toys like they're fucking this company that doesn't put out anything. There's never a problem.
Yeah, I get that. Like,
they're not perfect.
Say that, like, but you can't say like Russ, like he can't come to you like you're lying or making up some bullshit.
Yeah,
that's what you've experienced. If you got one of their toys that fell apart.
That's your experience.
That's their bad. That's their bad. And it doesn't matter if like everything I've gotten from them is fucking perfect. Like if you got some bullshit from them, fuck them. They shouldn't be putting that out.
That's how I felt.
The only one of my aerial bots that I have an issue with is the what's his name? Skydive. Is it Skydive the gray one?
Yes.
He is not as stable as the others.
You're not the first person I've heard say that.
It feels like he was rushed out of the door about a month too soon. I think they tried to push him out before Chinese New Year, and they did. And I would have been fine because the rest of mine are fine. I know a few people said out their Firefly. Just a couple of things that are a little loose and they don't tab together properly. Tolerances on it. But my Firefly, a lot of people were like, "Oh man, he's too loose in the hips." Mine's fine. It doesn't have any of those issues that some people had. And some people say their swindle won't stay tabbed in on their Bruticus, but I don't have that problem. But I understand if people do have that problem. I'm not saying it's not there, non-existent. I'm just saying I am fortunate that I don't have the problem.
Yeah, like for us, some of the shit that I saw people saying was it's like you posted that and I kind of had this knee-jerk reaction, right? Like you were like, fuck Zeta Toys, and I was like, shit, I like Zeta. Everything I got. Well, no, here, hold on. I said everything I got from them is really good.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it and I said, wait, I didn't design this shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't have my name on it. And I think that's like what people forget. Like, yeah, like you might like this company, but like if you didn't design this shit and like you're not putting your name behind it, like don't take it personally.
Right. Don't defend
bashes them.
Yeah,
you know, it's like for us, like like that again. That was my knee jerk reaction. But of course, I don't post anything off my knee jerk reactions because I think through shit, right? Yeah. So I was like, damn, man, it's his experience. That sucks, you know. Like I'm fortunate enough to say that I got the Zeta Superion and it's stellar, you know.
Again,
like I didn't design that stepper that you got. You know, like
I did also hit up. I said, like, I said, look, I did hit this. I said, I know other people bought plenty of Zeta products that are great, and I'm glad. I'm happy for you guys. Yes. But however, I have a Zeta figure that isn't so great.
Yeah, and if they're out there putting out this bullshit,
right?
My whole thing is, I always give the companies a little bit of a multiple chances. They have to have a few bad figures before I really write them off. Like, honestly, we talk about Fans Toys. I had multiple Fans Toys figures. I absolutely loathed. I fucking hated them. They're one of the only companies I was selling them for because I was getting like Tesla, didn't like it. Willis didn't like it.
Let me ask, what
you talking about, Willis?
Like materials, design, engineering, or like
Tesla was all of the above, man. I had 2 of them sons of bitches, and they all stress marked, just bare basic posing. And then Willis, the engineering was just fucking horrendous because I had Gundog before Willis. Gundog was great. I wanted Willis because he was a little bit closer to the G1 tune. I flipped Willis when the price started going up because it's like, fuck it, I'm going back to Gundog. I want something I can actually mess with. And then you got figures like Coot. I love his they nailed the aesthetic. If you stand him on your shelf and don't screw them, he's great. If you transform your figures, forget about it.
He's been in, I put him in his alt mode once. And then I left him in his alt mode for like a month so I could just vroom him on the countertop and shit. And then I put him back in robot mode. I was like, all right, if I do that again, it's going to start chipping paint.
That's kind of, I did the bot mode one time to see it and then put it back in bot mode. And I said, never again.
But, you know, I like to flip my shit back and forth.
Same here.
Me too, man.
I don't.
You know, I put it
on the shelf.
I've got certain figures I'll do it with, and certain figures that I've just said it's not worth the effort. Yeah, and Rob, I've got figures from all of them that are like that.
That's a good point because like my Mayfex Dark Knight shit, like I don't fuck with it. I take it out the box and I put it on the shelf. But like if I buy a Transformer, I buy it for the purpose of fucking with it. You know, like I'm really thinking about what I buy.
His Gundog had to be modded. I don't know what you're talking about with modding it, but I had the toy and the tune, and I had no problems with either one of them. But that's mileage may vary because we all know
he induced them in baby oil.
Shock oil, get it right. Shock oil.
Nice. Oh, that's what you call it.
I like that synthetic shit, man.
A bottle of it next to his bed.
Well, that shock oil is great, man.
That stuff is incredible, dude.
If you've got tight joints that you're scared to move on a Transformer, you put a little drop of shock oil on it, and boom.
Yeah. Dude, I've been preaching that shit for years.
Dude, I use it from Marvel Legends constantly.
Yeah.
I always have ankle problems and ankles. Yeah.
Sabriel was big into the DC multiverse figures, especially around the Suicide Squad stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And none of that, like those things were bricks out of the package. You couldn't move anything. Yeah. A couple drips of shock oil on each of the joints, and those things were perfect.
It's gold, dude. It's golden stuff, man. It works great.
Paint safe, plastic safe. It's meant for RC cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you guys think that people take this? I don't know. You see it in everything. But like, why do you think with Transformers, like people take the shit so personally?
It's tribalism.
Yeah, dude, it's not just Transformers. It's
it's everything.
Video game ones are even worse.
Yeah, you just see it primarily because it's the only group you fuck with. Right. But it's in every fandom. It's like that, especially if there's more than one iteration of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You want to see some real savage fandom?
Yeah.
Go to the car community.
Savage, it's like average savagery.
Oh, yeah. No. You're right about that, Rob.
I don't know, dude. Like,
we're a bunch of fucking Mormons in the Transformers community compared to the car guys.
I stopped collecting comics for years because of the fucking comic community. I've never seen a fandom more fucking toxic than the comic community.
Dude, car guys will fistfight you over the logo on your hood.
Yeah, like I'll just say this. I think whenever you have people who have a difference of opinion, you're going to have some people will handle it respectfully. Okay.
Dude, that's a big deal.
Well, when I say some, I mean, and I unfortunately, I think it's a low percentage of people that handle it respectfully. Okay. And like very few people can say, hey, I respect your opinion. You respect my opinion. Let's just leave it at that.
Dude, and Rust, I don't even think you need to do that. I think if you see something that you disagree with, you don't need to speak your opinion on it.
No, you don't really do.
Dude.
But I think people tend to want to put their opinion out there because they like to be heard. And I understand that too.
Yeah, but that's like the whole point of the internet.
Yeah, and that's the only reason you see it so much is because that vocal minority.
But
they're a loud fucking voice.
Yeah,
but there's not as many. It just seems like there are,
but
it's always the same ones.
A lot of the shit stems though. Anytime this is all shit people are passionate about, whether it's Transformers, whether it's comics, cars, videos, games, movies. When you have something that people are passionate about and nerd the fuck out on, you're gonna get that division there.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Dude, I'm gonna come to you with that same point, but in a different way. Like, it's like the fact that we're all passionate about this shit should be what brings us together, right?
It should be, but then you get
that
opinion in there, and
it sucks because it's like every one of us is I don't want to say bullied, but like has felt some type of like I don't know if shame is the right word, but like for being into the shit that we're into.
I feel shame every day. By the way, my penis is named Shame.
But it's like every one of us has probably felt a certain kind of way because we're into this shit. So like the last thing we need to be doing is like
making somebody else
each other
that way.
You know, especially for just not liking the same thing that you like.
But the problem is when you throw in branding. That's
branding and money,
well,
dude.
Right. Well, look, here's the thing, Sam. When you buy something, do you feel a sense? Because let's say you buy a figure from one company, and then somebody comes along and is shitting on that and touting the same figure that the same character that they bought from another company, right? Now, some people will take offense to that and they feel like they have to defend their purchase. Okay?
For me, if you're asking me, if I'm happy with what I got,
right.
I don't need to speak out against anybody. I don't need to defend my shit. If I'm happy with what I got, I'm happy with what I got. If I'm not, I'll buy the thing that's better.
See, that's the healthy way to handle it. I feel that's the healthy way to handle it. But then you got some people can't handle it that way. They get defensive, and they go it's not just that person either. There are lots of people that like to shame other motherfuckers. Oh, look, I got this, you got that. Like I remember there was some third party elitism. I even got caught up in it for a while. I did. Where I was fucking laughing at people about Hasbro shit.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it when like somebody chooses to buy, say, the lesser expensive version of something, and it say cost has no bearing in it. Like me, I'm in on these XTB. I like that look. I'm not in on the fans toys because I don't like that look.
Right.
But that doesn't make me the poorest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just chose to go a different route.
Yeah.
This shit comes back. I mean, think about it. This shit goes all the way back to Ford versus Chevy, dude. No joke.
Yeah. like a non-Transformers example, and this is just a quick one, with the Dark Knight Joker. Mafex made like the 2.0 one at the same time that SH Figure Arts made theirs, and a lot of people went with the SH Figure Arts one. To me, the Mafex one looks like leaps and bounds better than the SH Figure Arts one, which is like usually like the opposite, right?
Of what at times, you mean?
Yeah, and it's like a lot of people posted the SH Figure Arts one, like this is the best Joker, blah blah blah. I didn't say shit because like they're clearly happy with what they got. On my shelf is a Mafex one, which I think looks better. I mean, that's all. That's it,
And aesthetic preference is just that's it. It's just your preference.
And Josh,
that's what you like.
At this point with Transformers, like you buy more than I do. I buy a few, but it's like I think we're kind of in like the minority of what
we are.
As long as we're having
We're not pro tune tickles. Now, don't get me wrong. I got a couple on my shelf that look exactly like their cartoon counterparts, but it's also the only option available.
Mm-hmm.
Or, in my opinion, the best option available on their aesthetically.
Yeah, we got to weigh other things. Like there's aesthetics, but then there's like if you know this one maybe doesn't look the way you want, if it's got better materials, it's gonna hold up, be more solid.
Yo, Master Hoarder in the chat said, my father told me if I drive a Ford, I'd only get ugly girls.
Damn.
I grew up I grew up in an anti-Chevy family. Fuck, I've owned them all. They got
my family used to be anti-Chevy, and then they got Fords, and now they've got goddamn Dodges, and I'm just like, all right.
I'm anti all of them.
I'll be honest, like right now, I wouldn't touch a modern Chevy. I'll touch the older ones. Anything like pre-05, 06 is fine. Like modern Ford shit, love it.
I'm a Mitsubishi guy, dude. So I don't.
I'm a Honda man.
Mitsubishi doesn't make anything worth a shit right now.
Not right now. They don't. I agree.
They killed the Lancer.
Yeah,
I'm a Honda man. So.
Oh, I love Honda too. Honda makes a solid ride.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Yeah, Chuck said Toyota. Fuck yeah, dude. Toyota. If you want a reliable car,
he said Toyetic.
Toyetic. I thought he was referencing Toyota. Sorry. That's the thing. I mean, that's all the same shit. Like fucking fans. Yeah, I know, right? Fans toys and MMC, all this shit. It's that same argument, just a different brand of product.
Yeah, that's a good point because I like that. You can.
This ain't your daddy's fans toys.
Like you can bring that that other community into it, and it's like, see, it goes on the same shit, man. And it's like, again, it's like I think people take it personally because there is money involved, you know. But it's like if you're bought into something, sell it. If you want something else, you know.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, again, that's a healthy way to
if you want to sell your X-Trans bots, what you call it, with Stunnicons, hit me up. I'll buy them off you.
Yeah,
and then get the fans doing once.
Like with what you're saying, man, it's just like, yeah, don't be afraid to admit you made a fucking mistake.
Dude, I've been there a million times, man.
Well, dude, I make mistakes every day.
But if you
but like that's the thing. It feels like these dudes, they might buy something and find out it's a mistake in a bit.
Yeah.
And then like they're covering it. It's just like, oh no, this is what's the best, blah 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 blah. When you know you got a piece of shit in your hand.
Well, it's like a lot of the shit people are posting, especially with this Fansoys Motormaster. It's like there's this like clear insecurities posting through. I'm like, why does it have to do with toys? It's fucking toys, you know.
Right.
And it's like I remember I wanted a Power Master Optimus Prime, and I like to make toys once, and I was like, shit, man, like I might get those, but I can't find them anywhere. So I got the Takara ones to kind of placehold, but I wasn't like going around being like these Takara ones are better because I knew they weren't. And
but there's also those brand loyalists that do think they're better than the make toys just because they have the Takara name on them.
It's like you can. Anything, it's like if you get what you pay for, that's the best brand. Yeah. And you should be able to object.
If you're happy with your purchase, that's the best brand.
Yeah. That's true. That's even more correct. But if you get a toy and it's not fun to mess with, and if it's a Transformer, you should be able to fuck with it, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that's the way I view Transformers, and this comes from I don't just collect Transformers. I collect a lot of different lines, right? But if I'm getting a Transformer, that's my expectation. I should be able to flip this thing back and forth, no problem.
I think a lot of it comes back down to what you expect out of the figure too, because everybody has different expectations. Some people are sticking it out of the box, onto the shelf, leave it alone. Some guys like Josh and I and you, where I'll flip it back and forth. We want to fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get,
and that's fine. Nobody's wrong in their collecting preference,
right? And
I think out the box on the shelf is safer. Definitely, but it's not. It's like I'm gonna play with it. Chances are my kids are gonna get a hold of it.
But the thing is, like, and then that's where these companies come out. Like Fans Toys, not real strong in that department. They're real strong on standing on the shelf beautifully.
Yeah.
But anything else, just no. You know, extra ink pouch is hit and miss.
That Zeta set.
Lately, it's been hit though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Transpot's been nothing but hit for me ever since.
They've been on fire for a while now.
Oh, they've had a few in the past that like Apollyon looked great, was a bitch and easy to break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that kind of falls in the same lines as the fans toys shit. You know, set it on the shelf, looks good, leave it alone. But
sure.
You know, and that Andros, the feet on Andros. Oh my god, dude! They needed to lighten up on that spring and that son of a bitch. That spring and the ratchet and that foot assembly strong enough for combiner legs and that son of.
I've told everybody that complains about War Dog, the fucking Bad Cube, fucking Warpath. If they have a problem with that transformation, try to transform fucking Andros's feet and see what you see.
Right, dude. You know what's funny is everybody bitched about War Dog. I finally picked one up at DairyCon.
You got it for $75, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad of a transformation. I mean, they're right on the shoulders. If you're a brute with the shoulders, you're gonna break them. They're not super strong, but that's shock oil, man. Drift a little bit of that shit on there, they're fine. It works. It's complex, but it's.
He just reached over to his nice sandal.
Right?
Yeah, just fucking
Lori. Fucking Bad Cube Lori eats dick compared to War Dog.
Yeah.
What's Bad Cube Lori?
That's their hoist.
Is that the green one?
Yeah, I won't even touch that fucking thing. It's on my shelf. I'm moving it.
I've got the XTB versions of Trailbreaker and Hoist. I fucking love them.
Yeah, you guys don't understand the shit I deal with, man. I got to deal with it in my house. I'm ashamed for liking like I like Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. My wife will get pissed at me sometimes because she likes SH figure arts.
Well, dude, nowadays
I get shamed. She shames me.
Nowadays, with how good Black Series is getting, that's a legitimate conversation, man.
I know.
That's a really good segue into our last topic.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do we want to hold that last topic since we're running so late?
That's what I was going to ask.
All right, yeah, that's cool too. All right, we can bash Joy some more.
I have a feeling we get into that next topic and it's going to turn into another hour of discussion.
That's y'all, man.
I think. No, I think that a lot of third party companies right now are for the most part they're hitting them pretty. They've worked. The ones that have been around for a while have worked through the shit, and they're taking it pretty well.
Stuff right now.
Yeah, I think some of the newbies are still, any newbies they're still going to struggle a little bit, but a lot of them are even doing okay. They're coming out on fire. I like a lot of the companies they're coming out with the Legend scale stuff.
Oh God, I was going to say Legends are knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, they're really doing well, and I mean, third party has come a long way. It's shit from like 4 years ago. God damn, it's come so long.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago, it was insane. You know. You got to flip a coin. Maybe you'll get a good figure. Maybe you won't.
Like I was talking about Lone Wolf earlier because
Lone Wolf's a good example.
I'm personally the only person. Sorry, I dropped something that I know that got a fucking Lone Wolf that was perfect.
No shit.
Yeah. I didn't even get.
Look, didn't that combine with like the Combiner Wars?
It does.
Yeah.
Dude, I had that Combiner Wars Menasor with the perfect effect kick. Dude, and that thing was fun, man. That's cool. I sold it.
That kit helps, but that Lone Wolf when you combine it. I think it's a better looking sword than it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks way better. It looks way better than the fucking.
It does.
That way they have fucking Motormaster going like horizontal.
That's like a capital H.
Yeah.
And it made a decent Motormaster, right?
Yeah. Before this fans toys, I mean,
man, I remember
it was a damn
World,
good Motormaster for me.
Yeah,
but
Toy World. They were gonna make an onslaught that like went with the Combiner War stuff, just like a limb bot, but then they never came out.
It's still scheduled.
Yeah, they just teased it a few months ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was like 2 years ago. I'm tripping, man.
All right.
Time must pass quicker for you way down there. You're so small.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know, I'm going to be 35 by the time
in the quantum realm. Time progresses differently, and that's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to go back in time, and when you guys were all in middle school, and I'm going to bully you guys.
I was never in middle school, so.
Wait, what?
No. Dude, I live in such a small town. We had an elementary school that went kindergarten through 7th grade, and then high school, 8th through 12th.
Well, at least they picked up at 8th. I got a buddy who I wrestled with. He said that in his town, they had like kindergarten through 7th grade, and then their high school is 9th grade through 12th grade. So they just didn't go to 8th grade.
Weird.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's gotta fuck you up for the rest of your life with counting. I mean,
they had to miss something. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Load.
I don't know. I just
load.
All right. I can't bash anymore because I gotta save it for my rant.
Chuck in the chat says, "Well, to be honest, Toy World has been going through some shit for the last 2 years." That's right.
Toy World's only been doing fucking.
And
who
was the first? Who was the first one that was like fuck Toy World, and everybody gave me shit. Fuck all you bitches.
You know what? Toy World does still exist, and they're doing quite well. They just changed their name to Zeta.
It's Zeta, exactly, because that's who was Toy World. Apparently.
Well, that was their designers who they didn't.
Right.
Who obviously only did combiners.
The one little Chinese dude that has the Toy World name is still left, and he keeps repainting Constructor.
Dude,
because that's the only trick he got.
Like between Zeta and Toy World, like that Constructor, fucking get it out of here, man. It doesn't hold a. What do you say? What doesn't hold a candle? It doesn't hold a candle. That's Superion. That Superion's fun to mess with.
I got shit on for saying that.
Dude made my fingers bleed.
But I think Constructor was their first attempt at doing a combiner using the parts forming that they're doing. So they've gotten better at it now. Now they know
the plastic quality. The construction is too heavy. It's too heavy.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think I heard that the ratchets didn't hold up as well either in the torso section. So you don't have that problem. So okay.
No, I've got with mine.
Like the individual bots are terrible on Constructor.
But that was their first attempt though too, and I think that they were honestly. I think the reason why.
Dude, that was their first attempt.
That was their first attempt at parts forming. Their Dino King.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Their Dino King didn't use parts forming, did it?
No, they did a Dino King. They did that car one.
But I don't know that. I don't know that. Do we know that the designers that have worked on Constructor and the Zeta guys? Do we know that they did do Dino King?
They released it.
No. Toy World released it.
No, Zeta has re-released it.
Yeah.
Did they really? I didn't even know.
Yes. They've re-released. They've also re-released the RC, the Jazz.
Wait, aren't they?
They just re-released. They just re-released the Cosmos and the Sea Spray, and they've also.
You know what that was? They did all that. You know what that is? That's a middle finger to those fuckers. That's a huge middle finger. F you.
And that alone, Russ, should make you a fan for life of Zeta, even if you do get a quality or a subpar quality figure from them once.
Fuck Zeta. I'm gonna give you the middle finger right back.
Well, here's the
fucking finger, you dickhead.
The only thing that they didn't do must have been Constructor, because that's the only thing they're not re-releasing.
Oh, not yet. Give them time. They may do it.
Dude, I hope they do. I hope they do with like the same plastic that Superion is, and I'll scoop that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. I've got it on my shelf. I ain't changing it out.
It's like Constructor. Like I got them in combined mode, and I'm never touching that thing again.
Yeah.
Superion, I flip that thing back and forth all the time.
Everybody's been blowing Constructor, but in all honesty, I'm going with that fucking Jin Bao fucking Generation Toy one.
I told you Jason's got that shit. Wow. And it's fucking incredible, dude.
That Generation
Toy, they're good.
That Generation Toy Devastator looks awesome. I like the way it looks much better than Constructor. I just wanted that scale, and that Jim Bow just ain't there yet.
The only problem is that combiner it has issues. It has problems when things staying together. You know what I mean? Things come untapped and shit a lot when you move arms around and stuff. It's definitely a combiner you want to find a pose.
That more like traditional combiner, you know, where it's like,
it is. And you
want parts forming, you eliminate that, and like with Toy World and Zeta, like they've got good at like getting their pieces solid, you know. So,
yeah, but you definitely, it's still a good. It's still a combiner. You just need to find your pose, get it tapped up, fix it up, and don't fucking move it again.
Yeah, make sure nobody yells in the house or runs down the hallway because that thing's gonna fall apart.
Don't be stomping, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fucking arms on that Jin Bao are as big as fucking Hexatron.
Oh yeah, they're big figures. They're big. The limbs, I mean, they're going to be big limbs. It's. I loved it when I was fucking with them. I was like, look, I'm not a KO guy. Okay, I'm not. I'm not a. But I don't hate on people that get them. I just don't do it. But I will tell you, that's those figures made me come as close as I've ever come to buying. They really are. I was ready to slap the money down and go, "Yep, give them up. I want those." I was very close.
Some real shit, man.
And I didn't though. I held off and I didn't, but I don't know how much. I don't know how long I can hold out.
And can you imagine with the amount of shit I talked about Toy World if I bought fucking Constructor, how much shit I would get?
Yeah, you did talk a lot. You talked to mad shit. You still talk.
Do you still not like it, Nick, or what?
No, I don't like Constructor at all.
Nick didn't care for it in the first place.
You just don't like the way it looks?
Yeah. I don't like the aesthetics of Constructor, and like my big thing with Toy World was their individual bots they were pushing out. I've never liked anything.
Yeah.
See, with the Constructor,
you're just a hater. You hate Toy World.
Yep. I like the way they look.
And I wear that badge proudly.
But I will say this though, Josh, he hates Toy World with legitimate gripes. It's not like he hates Toy World just to hate on.
Yeah, man, and that's the thing, because like if you looked at, I mean, it takes a look. If you don't like the way a company makes their stuff, you don't like it. But then
that's true.
Yeah, Chuck.
If you've handled the shit, you can speak on it.
Yeah,
too,
Chuck. Nobody's out of the loop. We saw that fucking movie Optimus. I'm not a movie guy, and then that
means shit to me.
And like they're doing a bunch of movie stuff now, and like I don't pay any attention to it. I see it.
I think they're desperately trying to find a lane right now.
Yeah. I
lose your entire fucking design team. I mean, that's gonna put you on the back pedal and make you have to change what you're doing.
I like their sea spray. That's the sea spray I got. So I bought the Toy World sea spray. I like it.
But that cup was an abomination.
Okay, I give you that.
So was the
Springer. I mean, any of those individual bots.
Yeah. I got you.
You should be right. You should be right there with me, Russ.
Listen
because I mean that fucking Zeta fucking stepper you got is a design they did when they were with Toy World.
I know, and I'm
Toy World.
I was an idiot on it, and I was but I have I was happy with I have a Toy World product, and I was happy with it, and I thought and it was it's Zeta, and I gave it a shot, and it didn't work out. That's fine.
What was the Toy World product you have that you like?
Sea spray.
Sea spray.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Now
he's fucking great, dude. I love him.
If somebody came and say that they love Toy World because of fucking Hegibon and Orion, I can't say anything about that because I never I wasn't collecting when those came out.
Right.
So I mean, but everything else I've seen from Toy World has been trash, and like I could not understand why everybody liked Constructor, and now it's like the fucking baseline of what people compare combiners to.
And see, like again with Constructor, it's like I love the way it looks, but like with my copy, which I can only speak to that, like the individual bots, like 3 of the 6 can't stand up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I set them there and they go just plump.
Now you don't think that the dude that had it before you fucking
messed around with it a lot and wore out the joint?
Here's the thing with that. Like he told me he transformed it once, but it's like, how could
everybody say that shit?
Yeah, but seriously, like what do you do to a toy to make it that fucking loose?
You ham-hand it like a motherfucker, I guess.
I don't think that this motherfucker was sitting there. It's like just like all day long, just working these toys.
Chuck says, "Well, don't say they're not doing shit when you see that they are." You know, if you're a movie collector, that's fine. Then they're doing something for you. I collect Masterpiece, mostly G1 aesthetic, and the only movie figures I have ever owned, my kids bought for me, so they're not doing shit for me. So that's my experience. I was just replying to Chuck in the chat. Still love you, Chuck.
Was it Chuck that said that?
Dude, I like Chuck in the chat. He's got way different takes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, and I don't mind that. I don't mind a different take. I like to argue.
Dude, I like that too. And it's like I've said about this show from the beginning. Like it'd be boring if we all had the same opinion.
Yeah.
I like that's why I like that.
If you like it, you win.
Now, actually, I got an interesting question from Chuck's question. I mean, Chuck's little thing in the chat. Do you think Toy World is gonna survive? Because they're going into this movie thing. But do you think they'll be able to steal market share for what they're doing from Unique Toys?
I think this Bumblebee movie Prime is a big deal. It could, because they're the only one I've seen that transforms. The only other one I've seen is 3A, which is not transforming. So I think if they can get into this, then maybe, because I think they teased like the other two bad guy robots from that movie.
I think they've teased a lockdown.
Yeah, but how many? Is there really that many?
I don't remember their names. There was like the blue and the red car. I don't remember their names. But
Dropkick and Shatter.
Yeah, I thought they teased them.
What's the mark? I mean, I don't see a lot of people buying the movie aesthetic figures in
there are.
There's definitely people buying it, Rob. It's just that, you know, I don't know about you, but that's not my thing. So like, I don't notice. When I see somebody post something about some movie toys, I scroll on, brother. You know, I'm not interested in it. I don't have an affinity for it, so I'm not gonna, you know, pay attention to it.
See, I don't have an affinity for the figures at all, but I do kind of watch the market, I guess. I kind of keep tabs on what people are posting, what they're buying, and for every one of those, I see probably 20 people buying G1 MP styles, or you know, something along that lines, or Beast. I see more Beast Wars purchases than I do movie aesthetic MP style shit.
No, I don't know, man. We might be in different groups and stuff, but like I've seen it. Like people love that movie shit. And
yeah, there's a big crowd out there.
Yeah, man. Like they're rivaling the Beastie Boys, man. Like if you go through and look, it's pretty impressive that like for a fiction that doesn't have like a fiction that has what I would consider better incarnations, that like the amount of people that buy movie toys and enjoy movie toys is astounding to me.
Yeah. I usually don't see too much of it, but
yeah, confession time. I like a lot of them. I have a lot of movie stuff and I like it. It's kind of my dirty little secret.
Yeah, I thought you had button Rob's crotch.
I was about to say that, and that when I did the Rob, you know, I kind of.
Does he do the button fly with his teeth, Rob?
I crotch raped him. It's all good anyway.
Man, he can go all hands free.
Damn right, I got skills, baby. Anyway,
I told him he was just standing on the corner, man. He got a lot of workout, a lot of practice.
I get shake it with the best of them.
And Dakota,
Wells Clock cock for toys.
Dakota in the chat says, honestly, I think the third party just simply won't last as long as officially produced products, and handling will vary as will longevity. I just think they'll degrade faster over time. I think that you're going to get like your usage is going to depend on what you buy.
I think that kind of varies by company, right?
Yeah, because like if Takara produces a Galvatron, I guarantee you Sovereign's gonna last just as long as that figure will.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As far as the toys lasting on the shelf and holding up over time, yeah, they'll be fine.
The only thing I think that people are worried about is fucking combiners. Like I watched Bobby's figure where he was doing the retrospective on combiners and how his Feral Rex is just like fucking splitting is crazy.
Dude,
we know he doesn't fuck with his shit either. Yeah. He gets it where he wants to, puts it on the shelf. That's it.
That's the thing with like Toy World and Zeta is like, let's say, like if my Superion gets loose in the hips in the next 5 years, Zeta should put out that hip piece again for $20-$30 and just buy like a new fresh one. And like that's an easy fix if your combiner gets floppier. It's like
thing is with those combiners now though versus the combiners back when Feral Rex was done, the engineering has come a long ways. And if you're not constantly reposing and changing, those ratchets are beefy as shit.
Yeah, those ratchets are not going to fail.
The only issue I had with that Superion was like at the bottom of the feet. I had to put like I had to put some little rubber things on them.
Man, is your house like level? Because mine hasn't budged a fucking inch. My kids are nuts.
It's on a like a hardwood surface.
So is mine.
And mine hasn't. Like to me, it's like I plop it down. The hips would go like this, just like the little slightest bit.
Well, there's some slack in any ratchet, so yeah, it's gonna
like that little bit. I don't even want to mess with that, so I put them little rubber things on it, and it fixed it. I found them at Walmart,
Little rubber things, you found them at Walmart. Is that over there in the health and beauty, personal care
condom section? Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Chuck and Dakota have some good points in the chat. Like Chuck says G1 lasted for 4 years. Movie spanned 11 years so far and still continuing. Well, yeah, they're still continuing, but they've now said that Bumblebee is the reboot. So, I mean, it's going to be a new continuity after Bumblebee.
Those two things are really hard. I mean, that's comparing apples to oranges. It's an animated series compared to the lifespan of like a movie series. You have to wait 2 or 3 years between each movie, so that's.
Yeah, and he can tout nostalgia all he wants, but G1 isn't even my favorite. Prime, man, I was a big Prime fan.
But I don't know, man. I hate comparing that shit, dude. So because it's such different genres, man. Like I don't know, like the G1 Transformers and stuff. It can't compare it to the newer movie stuff and all. It's not the same, man.
Dude, my intro was Beast Wars, man.
My son. Yeah, my son's intro was the
Beast Wars was wonderful.
The Unicron trilogy, basically, all this shit. Yeah. So,
well, the thing is, like, when it comes down to the series itself, Prime, Beast Wars, fucking fantastic stories, great continuing story arcs. G1, the show, was fucking garbage most of the time. It had some points.
There were the multi-part episodes were good, but most individual episodes were terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
And hey, Bob, I'm gonna ask you, like, why can't you like? And I'm not asking you specifically, like, why can't somebody like G1 and Beast Wars?
I do.
I don't see why they can't.
A lot of people do. But
dude, G1 is my G1. I grew up on that shit, and I love it. But I love it.
Beast Wars was superior in storytelling in every way.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute, but Josh, the bar is kind of low.
Yeah, Russ, that's a good point. That's a good point.
However, how many other series have you watched that were better story-wise than Beast Wars?
Prime.
Animated.
Right away.
With the exception of Prime.
Animated. Animated. I rank number.
I like animated.
It's Prime, Beast Wars, and Animated. Those were the 3 best storylines.
The Prime and Beast Wars are my favorite too. Prime being first, Beast Wars second.
Yeah.
But Look at how many series have been around, though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's not even close to Josh for me. Like Prime kicks the shit out of Beast Wars, in my opinion. Like I would watch Prime a million times more than I'd even think about watching Beast Wars.
See, the advantage.
I think
the advantage with Prime. The advantage with Prime, Beast Wars had a great story, but it was done in an era where they were just figuring out CG. It was really expensive.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Prime was in an era where we had that shit on lockdown. They looked great,
and I think it'll hold up 20 years from now.
Well, Prime also, well, that's what I mean. I think Prime will. I think it'll have longevity. It'll last. Yeah. It will. I do think that I think another thing that hurt Beast Wars a little bit too, and that helped Prime, like Peter calling back. Prime's voice.
Yeah, but
that gives people the G1 tickles a little bit.
Primal wasn't supposed to be Prime, but I do see that.
Yeah, that helps. That's a lot. That voice is synonymous with Prime.
Like Bob, the reason I asked you that is because I feel like there's this like attitude like that you can't like both things, and whatever those two things are. Like I've seen a lot of people like with Game of Thrones and Endgame coming out like on the same weekend, people being like, "Oh, Game of Thrones like smash Endgame," or is like so much better. But I'm like, and then like I teach middle school, and a lot of my kids like they will either bash Marvel or DC. Because they they say they like the other one.
Well, that goes back to our toy discussion too, Ford and the Ford versus Chevy idea.
Yeah.
I like it. The other shit's garbage. Now, a lot of the people that are saying Beast Wars over G1, Beast Wars was their G1. So you get these guys who grew up.
Yeah.
See, I guess I'm weird in the G1 universe. Like I grew up with it. That was my shit. But now I go back as an adult.
You can't say one's bad because you prefer the other one.
Yeah, but that tends to be what people do.
It's like what I say to my kids because like we watched Infinity War in one of my classes, and this girl was like said she was like, "Oh, I just like DC stuff," and I was like that's like saying like you don't eat cheeseburgers because you like pizza. Like you can like both of them, and it's. I see it. Get too much caught up in that. It's like you can like all of these things.
Yeah, and I think some of it started in jest, just goofing around, but then it actually grew into a serious discussion, debate, rivalry.
You can like Fan Toys Motormaster and the X-Trans box Stunacons,
Yep.
And it's okay.
Oh shit! I just found a box of 22.
It'd be cool. It would be so cool if some other company came along and created like some kind of way that you could use X-Trans bots.
Like a third party add-on.
Yeah, third party add-on kit that be able to add their limbs to like Fans Toys.
Hey, we'll put that out next week, dude.
This is fucking funny as shit.
I don't know. My wife wants a 3D printer. So maybe that's
I'll get my son's Play-Doh. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like mold like a Menosaur torso. I'm gonna get the pants and just plug it in.
That's great, dude.
And then I'll make a mold of it. And we can
awesome. Also, by the way, I forgot to say with Transformers Prime 2, Frank Welker was also back. I don't want to disrespect him. It was so. Yeah, I think that's why Transformers Prime also. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Transformers Prime in any way, but that helps accentuate it when you got two very well known.
Yeah, but if somebody came into fucking Prime as their first incarnation of
then they don't know about
Transformers, they're not going to care about Peter Cullen and Frank Welker.
That's a good point. I mean, that's more for guys like us that remember the olds. Yeah,
right. I will say this, and I'm going to get hate for it, I'm sure. That is the best iteration of Starscream ever.
He was
agreed.
I love that Starscream.
Good.
The best iteration of Starscream was in IDW's Till All Are One.
Okay.
Okay. We're talking on-screen version.
Okay, I'll give you that, but I will say this: but that Starscream was a bit different because he was more calculating. in IDW. I feel like this Starscream in Transformers Prime was calculating, but also a little bit more sadistic and like really itchy to kill a motherfucker. It was just and it was a little bitch too. He's kind of he did like all Starscreams. Starscream's got to be a little bitch, at some point. And it had everything, which I think Starscream.
Until All Or One, fucking Starscream was having people assassinated, and
he was, but he was more. I think that version of Starscream was more. He was smarter, more calculating. He was a lot more careful about what he was doing. He was having people whacked for good, but he didn't just do it recklessly. It was done for reasons. What I mean? He was a lot more political, a lot more thoughtful about what he was doing because he had to put out this front. And behind his back doing fucked up shit.
And then the fucking trilogy Starscream, man, he had one of the best moments in the history. I hate the Unicron trilogy, but Starscream had one of the best moments in Transformers fiction when he was trying to fucking get Prime and Megatron to stop fighting. He shot up to fucking Unicron and fucking got toasted.
Yeah,
it was a good moment.
It was a moment where a character really changed his way of thinking, and was trying to change others' way of thinking. You know what I mean? It was kind of a game. He had a real moment. It was cool. I agree with you on that. It was a good. It's just a Transformers Prime Starscream to me exude everything you think of when you think of Starscream for the most part. Like IDW Starscream was a Starscream a version of Starscream that I was not very. I liked it, but I wasn't familiar with that version of Starscream because I didn't think I never thought of Starscream as being that calculating, and that Starscream is a plotter, but he never plots all out. he fucks up, jumps the gun too soon. He just doesn't. That's not his style. He doesn't do that, and so they kind of. I like that version of him, though. Don't get me wrong, but in Transformers Prime, he was much more like. It reminded me a lot. He reminded me more of the G1 Starscream, to be honest with you, because he was.
Jesus Christ!
Every plan he had, he fucked up.
Bruticus.
And that's Anna's favorite fucking G1 moment, and all. She loves that episode, and her favorite part is when Starscream Bruticus and Megatron grabs his ass by the throat.
No, Starscream, not Bruticus.
That's Megatron. You're a leader. It really is the end of. This time it really is the end of Starscream, and I think he tells Astro Train, get him and his giant ally off this planet. They're banned from Earth. I'm thinking about that's what you did for punishment. You banned them from Earth. Yeah, fucking break. Should have killed them.
Yeah.
In Transformers Prime, he would have killed them, motherfucker. Yeah. Well, although he did keep Starscream alive, remember that he chose Starscream over what's the other guy's name?
Dreadwing.
Dreadwing. Yeah, I think. Yeah. He chose him because remember Dreadwing was going to kill Starscream, and he killed Dreadwing to stop him from killing Starscream. I was like, wow, holy shit! What I don't know if it's the right choice or not, but
yeah. I think we're at a good place to stop. It's
cool.
Yeah, dude, it's almost 11. Damn.
Yeah, we can bullshit some more. On
so can you guys get the link out?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. Well, this has been another Saturday. It's been fun hanging with you guys.
Saturday?
Almost. Sorry, another.
It's almost Saturday. It's coming soon.
Another fun Friday.
Speaking of, tomorrow's free comic book day, everybody.
Hell yeah, man!
Yeah, it is.
Kids up there, I'm excited.
Yep.
So yeah. Go ahead.
By the way, I just want to say something real quick to Dakota in response to what he said. Hey, Dakota, I think that you're waiting until you're 10 books in. I applaud your ability to be that patient, but That comic book sucks. Just saying.
So
I have hated the first 4 issues.
Just saying. I'm not a fan, and I applaud the cheer.
The third issue pissed me off so much that I haven't read comics in 2 weeks.
Oh man.
Well,
Jesus,
I haven't read comics since the third issue came out.
Good God. Dude, it fucked Nick up mentally, man. He's like,
Yeah.
God damn.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to our closing credits. There's a lot of info in there at the end about all the different Realm and Cool Table Network shows. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate the chat participation.
Yeah, thank you guys, man.
So love you guys. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Adios, guys.
Later.